we ever shit back?
I'm asking where
I did. I took 2 points of damage.
You guys are. You're asking where they're at?
Yeah, where's our stuff?
Can we have our stuff?
And he quickly swishes, but you guys. So right now you guys are prone.
Yeah.
But as you guys go, he gets back up and he swishes. Your shackles come off. Okay. This is what you see.
They're all over the place.
God. Okay. Awesome. So towards that end.
Come on.
Good thing we have Catman with us.
Good thing we have big
Catman.
All these things over here?
I fully expected this to be one of your bigger creatures, and then just like a ton of smaller ones popped out. I was like,
Oh, are we taking the orkies away?
Yep, taking all the orcs, all the guys that were previously there away, except for the tabaxi guys and some of the undead.
This guy too.
So pepper these guys.
So he swishes and we have our stuff back?
You don't have your stuff back. No, you guys are the guys that got 15 or lower are currently prone right now.
I understand. So I asked him where our stuff was.
Leonis!
So let's set this up and then I'll answer.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you were...
Leonis, open your face!
No, I heard you. But I mean, a huge metallic boulder just hit. I mean, it's deafening anyways. So you can't even really hear as much as you can't, like, hear your own voice is more like muffled, like you're underwater. Or almost like shrapnel, like an explosion happened in like Saving Private Ryan and the ringing happens. That's kind of what the 15 and lowers got, and you guys are prone.
Okay.
Alright, so what we're going to do with all these little guys is we're going to pepper them throughout the board, all around.
Mop.
Well, not us.
Mop.
Alright, so each one of these guys, no, farther away from you guys. Let's kind of get them to the edges if we can. So each one of these zombies represents 10 zombies.
oh my god.
Fuck.
So if you guys were a math person, you could count very extremely quickly. You would estimate that just in your proximity there's about 260.
Holy shit.
Fuck.
Okay. You guys are right here. Okay.
Where did...
This guy right here. These guys. Those guys. Let's spread them out a little bit more. The ones that I want in the center is this guy. Elviron's gonna be over here.
Over there. Matt, do you want to try the raspberry one?
Sure.
Okay.
Where
So you guys got a lot of space. Okay. And each square will represent 10 feet.
That's pretty cool.
Okay. Alright, so this guy will be centered. She will be behind him. Give it this guy, give him the necromancer lady, put her right there. This guy can be right here. Give me the shield guy, put him back right over there. Awesome. And then give me the lady shield. So what the fuck she's doing there. Awesome. So you guys are knocked prone. Where's the Venus? No, it won't be Venus. Awesome. So at this point, you see all this happening, the air is ringing, and what you see when the dust clears, dark death. Yup, death.
For you, little magic man.
Alright, so when it unfolds, you see this massive hulking thing unfold. Steam comes out of it, and it starts retracting different appendages.
I take that back. Maybe for more
Yep. We die.
It will be good death.
Honorable death? Alright, so you look around, you see the battles. The Azor's kind of looking around. There's a lot of fucking fighting going on. You see Nimblepot, like what you guys know from Nimblepot, like casting fucking magic. It's the little gnome baker from the Chubby Gnome Bakery.
But that's where Vel is. Is he in a food coma?
You don't know.
I don't know what's going on.
Awesome. So at that point, you guys are still prone, and this thing unravels in steam, and like the creaking of metal, and then something unravels that looks like just a hulking hunk of metal with a bunch of holes in it, and then with a shing, like it kind of moves its shoulder forward, and you see this huge saw blade like thing come out of it, and
Oh fuck.
Did you made this?
I carved that. Yeah,
That's fucking tight.
that's sick, right?
That is very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Is it gonna be
That
like
has like 17 layers of paint on it to get it to be rusted and kind of metallic and stuff
That's
like
very
that.
cool.
Yeah.
All right, so he is actually, it unravels and steam comes out of it, And you see the glass in the front is kind of cracked and it's kind of maimed. You see that it looks like it's already taken some battle damage. It's actually facing towards the... Yep. But it's kind of off to the side, like right here. All right, and as it unravels, you hear a familiar voice. Oh, it's you guys?
Oh, fuck.
You know, I found that copper sprocket.
No, did you
That's what
now?
he needed it for?
That's what he needed it for.
Oh,
God.
Should have gave him that copper sprocket.
Yeah.
No, we didn't have a fucking copper
And this
sprocket.
now keep in mind, this entire time the undead are ravenous. They're fighting and
Yeah.
things going on. You guys are still prone. So when you guys hear him,
Except for me.
it sounds like kind of like echoes through water because you're disoriented. All the 15 and lowers. You are not disoriented somehow, right? Because you got a 20. All right, but you can hear him clearly. But
I
you
got a
guys can
20
kind of
on
make
what?
out what's going on.
Oh, I
Huh?
think you played with him.
On a perception?
No. Yeah, because you rolled the 20 for the perception
Yeah.
to see it incoming.
Yeah.
And somehow, even though you got knocked prone, you got knocked back from the blast. Yeah, you were completely fine.
I took the damage, but I was still aware.
Right. You took the damage, but you're still aware of what's going on. You have your wits about you, and you should because you're a pretty powerful wizard. At this time, you feel like you have your power back, right? Okay, so at this point, you hear it echo and it bloom, and you see another portal come through. And you see this very large man come walking through, and he's striding. And all you hear him say is, "How far you've fallen from the light, brother." And he's striding huge strides. This guy's like 7 feet tall. He's adorned in blue and gold armor, and he has like a shimmering silver claymore. And as he walks, he kind of teeters. And he's looking directly at the undead knight in the front. The one off to the side comes to meet him in battle. And as he does, the guy kind of does a skip like you're going to throw a baseball, and then swings his sword and instantly gets into combat with him. Kind of like a ballerina whips his head. It's a non-stop flurry. At that point, what you know as Tonks, the goblin from the Izzet Guild, starts just like reeling this Gatlin-like thing. And you hear it with like a huge chiming ching, 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 ching. And you see metal bolts that a crossbow would fire flying out at the other Death Knight. He holds up his shield and he hunkers down and they bounce off and stick in there. He rolls off to the side and he follows him, and an axe comes flying through the crowd of zombies and into the window and cuts off Tonks' arm. Yeah. You hear him scream, "Ah!" And he's like, "Fuck!" And he starts shooting back towards the zombies, and he takes out like 4 or 5 zombies easily. And the Death Knight, taking the opportunity, runs and jumps in, smashes through the glass and rips out Tonks and squeezes him by his neck. And Tonks chokes out and kind of spits up some blood, and he's like, "This is for you, motherfucker." And then as he does, he pulls this lever and a rune appears in front of him in a fiery symbol and explodes outward, sending both of them reeling.
What is this? Does this thing fall back or
No. Oh, hell no.
is that big?
He was out of it, yeah.
All right.
That thing is fucking solid. Okay, so Tonks goes flying, and the Death Knight goes flying back as well. At this point, the fight is still happening, and you guys recognize this guy that is fighting in a flurry. You first met him when you entered the city.
Is he the douchebag?
He's the gatekeeper douchebag.
Ah, it's a douchebag.
Yep.
Please kill as many than die.
So, what you guys can only understand is he is fighting a second Death Knight. Okay?
He's fighting 2 Death Knights?
He's fighting the one Death Knight. The other one just killed Tonks. Well, Tonks,
Yeah.
blew up. So he's kind of back in his same spot. And at this point, Leonis II throws you a shimmering silver bag. And he says, "In there is your gear. We must flee." And at that point, you hear a screech, a fucking heavy screech. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
I got an 8.
13.
14.
You've advantage on this.
I got a 20 non-natural.
I'll take that. 14.
Did anybody get lower than a 15?
I did.
You did?
I got a 16.
You got a 16?
Jordan, what did
14
you
plus
get?
2.
Got a 13.
That's 17.
Oh, okay, so you guys both. Oof.
I barely
I've been
didn't miss
getting
it.
some good rolls.
You what?
I got a 13. I barely missed
I
it.
barely got
Okay, what's in this one?
I
At least I'm not falling off a bridge this time.
No.
That was rough, bro.
That wasn't even as bad as yours. It was more of Matt.
Well, no,
throw you into that
mine
machine.
was
Huh?
bad.
Throw you into
I
that
got
machine.
8.
Huh?
I got an 8.
We're talking about like the
See
bridge.
what I can do.
I was the one that only
Absolutely.
had one try left.
Does
before
it
I
get
died.
me?
You too.
Yeah.
You and I
Well.
both almost died.
So you guys hear the flapping of wings.
Ah, shit.
Okay. You see this thing soar over and land towards the gate, propped up on the gate. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Here?
Yeah. Let me see that real quick. I'll prop him up.
It might not stay, Zach. You can just do it over here.
Huh?
You can do it over here. It might
Yeah.
not stay when you move it over. They don't stay very well. You have to glue them in.
Yeah. This guy.
Oh,
Well, he'll stay.
Morrison
No,
doesn't
here,
like
just
Big
hang it.
Dragon.
Oh,
I'll set it up over here.
hard to punch Big Dragon.
Dragon's too hard to punch.
It's a little wobbly, but it'll stay. Yeah, you do have to glue them in though. It stayed initially, but then Finn got a hold of it and tweaked it.
Well,
and it
They don't, like, they actually recommend you glue them in.
awesome.
Bone Dragon. Bone Dragon much harder to punch.
So
Bone Dragon punch
I'll
hard.
have one.
you have this
I want one.
kind of fat. You do, since you're the most aware, and Lena sees it. You have this kind of like fat shimmering sack, kind of like what you'd see traditionally, like my ball sack. So it's
so it's really,
I'm
really,
listening.
really tiny.
right. I'm listening. Yeah, no, it's completely fine. It shimmers, by the way. Ginger.
My.
Oh, nice.
So
No,
and at
it
the top
does
it has like a
match,
golden
right?
rope, and it's kind of bulbous. And when you open it,
Like you're nuts.
yes, like my nuts,
No one can
heart
check that
shaped.
out.
When you open it, you see all the gear just kind of like floating, but in like kind of like bite size.
So, okay, so I pull it out and I cast Mage Hand. It's a cantrip. I reach in and I pull everything out at once and I like throw it to whoever needs it.
Perfect. So with like incredible poise and incredible accuracy,
Yes.
he pulls it out and throws all of your gear to you guys.
And then
You guys catch it valiantly, and
Ha ha!
yes,
The only thing I whip on the do-rag,
yeah.
and as the cloak flies up in the air, I grab the back of it and just flick it down, and it like settles across my shoulders.
Put that water one?
Yeah.
Nice.
And at this point,
that's all I bother to put on
perfect.
right now, because we obviously don't.
And
have
Leonis says to you guys, "Do we fight, or do we flee?"
I say flee. There's way too many for us.
And I tie the bag to my waist.
Perfect.
Or it's your always fight, but follow party.
I put on all my
I
stuff
don't
and
think
make
we're gonna
sure
win
myself-
this though.
If
Yes.
we fight, I stand. If we flee, I run.
Bo run faster than Mo.
The Death Knight
Totally
begins
goes after
approaching
the
you guys.
Who this?
I join the
The Death
party.
Knight that you, and you guys recognize this Death Knight.
Motherfucker.
I look at him and I go,
So this Death Knight is lumbering. He's huge. He's
Is this the
fucking
same
massive.
one?
The top part of his face is still kind of intact, but it's purple and bloated. Kind of
I look at him and I
gorged.
go, didn't I throw you down a well?
And he kind of looks over at you. And the bottom part of he has no flesh
Yeah.
or anything right here. It's just a smile. But his eyes look very bored. And as you say that, he winces. And he looks over at you.
Well,
And it begins to trot a little bit closer to you. The whole while, the gatekeeper is fighting not only the Death Knight, but like hordes of undead coming at him. And behind him, you see two what only you guys can believe are liches. And next to them, you see a girl that is draped and she has this burlap sack over her head. And you see her kind of just raising dead people as they fall.
This isn't
Give me a
good.
perception
Yeah,
check.
we're going to run.
The guys that have seen this Death Knight before.
The guys who have seen it.
The guys that have
definite.
seen this Death Knight before, give me a perception check.
I got a 9.
That's not us.
Doesn't matter,
That's
two.
not us.
Oh.
17.
17? What'd you get?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, you haven't seen it.
I was
Awesome.
meditating in the woods.
So you see,
Meditate.
yeah, he was meditating. He was in the bush fapping. So
For 3 days.
Yep.
for 3 days,
That was a
while you had a
Lot of
vision.
chafe.
Wanna come?
So you guys see a severed head on this Death Knight's belt, and you recognize this girl's face.
Oh, it's what was her
It's
name?
Yawin.
Yawin, yeah.
So
No!
it's Yawin's head on his belt just swinging as he walks. So you guys know that it was Yawin. You give me another perception check. Give me a 10 or higher. Okay, well, that sucks.
Yeah, it does.
But anyways, so like you don't see a full shimmer, but something in the background. You see this massive dire bear, like massive.
No, not fucking. We buried him.
So you see this massive
yeah.
dire bear. No, that's
We
like
We didn't
like-
bury him. We collapsed it on him.
yeah,
that's like 60
I used
feet
the
tall.
ant to freaking to crush the freaking
That's
thing.
a werebear. I think you're getting it confused.
Yeah, you think it's a werebear, brother.
So
But
a dire bear. So you see this massive
Oh,
dire
yeah,
bear.
yeah.
It's like 60 feet tall, and it seems to shimmer, kind of like you can't quite grasp it, but it seems to shimmer like an
Air
old
card?
film, like an old film cast into like an unstable background, and it flickers a little bit, and you see it wrestling something, but you can't quite make out what it is. You see something else flickering, and though they're wrestling in the midst of everybody, they're not knocking anything over or anything else like that, and then it suddenly fades and dissipates.
Orotu doesn't know what.
You
the
hear
fuck
in
is
your
going
head,
on.
Elviron, "It's good to be back, old friend."
And I just smile and it's like, what you got for me, bud?
Run.
Figured. That was the plan.
Linus is like, "What are we doing?"
We're running.
And then he
Or
swiftly
yeah,
pulls
yeah.
something off of his belt
Was it
and
meant to
tosses
be
it to you.
I grab it.
And as you grab it, you begin, all of you guys, suddenly, like almost like you guys get teleported upward, and you go up, and everything seems to get extremely huge as you're going upward. And you see the battle ensuing below, and you see like the undead overwhelming the area, you see them all fighting, you see sparks and flames and fireballs where you believe that you were just sitting at, and Leonis is casting magic. And then all of a sudden you guys are up in like this kind of jello-y sphere, and it's hollow inside. Okay, you guys are all just kind of like looking around, and it's echoey.
Can I make an Arcana? Is that Arcana?
Absolutely.
Orotu still doesn't know what the fuck is going on.
15.
Awesome. So you know that this is definitely magical. It has immense magical powers to it.
Okay. It's Glinda's
It's good
bubble.
magic.
It's Glinda's bubble.
It's what?
Glinda's bubble.
Glinda the Good Witch.
The Wizard of Oz.
Glinda the Good Witch. The Wizard of Oz.
Oh shit! Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Cheeks bubble.
Sure. Yeah. Why not? Mhm. So you guys are kind of in this like egg-shaped oval kind of sphere. It's actually fairly large.
Does the thing I have control it?
You don't know.
Can I look and see?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Do you want me to use Identify or do you want me to roll Arcana?
Well, you already did an Arcana check on it, so you know that it's magical.
Identify will give me the.
But
properties
identify,
of magic.
I would do identify definitely.
Okay, then I cast Identify.
Awesome. And you have to roll for that. You don't have to roll for
No,
that.
no, it's
So
just.
you know
it
that
tells-
this thing definitely ports you up into this place, but how you actually navigate it is unknown to you.
Okay.
That would take some
running.
investigation.
Okay.
Orotu try running.
You have never seen or heard of a contraption like this.
Gerbil ball.
Yes. You know exactly what I mean. Orotu try running.
So suddenly, you
More,
guys
try
feel like you're falling. Okay.
Orotu no longer try running.
And the world around you seems to warp. And you see yourselves getting closer and closer to the ground, to a forest. And you suddenly smash into the ground. And as you do, you guys all flip up. Give me a dexterity, acrobatics.
10.
Natural 20.
5.
What'd you get?
5.
5. What'd you get?
19.
DM's discretion. I rolled
I
that
think
one.
it's a crit. It's 20. Nat 20.
Nice.
So you nat 20 guys, right when it hits the ground, there's like this huge splash. Right? And all of a sudden you feel it as though you get bigger. And you fly up. You nat 20s just fly up, do a twirl, and land on your feet somehow.
And high five at the same time.
What'd you get?
10.
You got what?
10.
You got 10. So when you hit the ground, you stabilize yourself, but you kind of bounce, and then you land on your ass. What'd you guys get?
19.
19?
5.
Got a 5? Alright, so you you don't flip, but when you hit, you kind of like jump up, and you land on the ground, but you catch yourself with your one arm, and you kind of look around.
Superhero.
And you got a what?
I got a 5.
Alright, so you bounce off the ground, and you bounce back into the mud.
That's fine.
Long.
Orotu have been in mud.
Yeah.
And as you
We're
guys
skipping now.
hear this, you notice that it's raining,
Okay.
and a cloud is passing over. You
Orotu like the rain.
guys were just in a raindrop.
Dope.
Fucking sick.
What?
That's cool as
So you guys were just in a
I just
raindrop.
wrote down
when it fell.
Glinda's bubble maker.
yeah. So make sure you write that item down.
I did.
So you guys have all your gear back.
It
now.
says, and
Everything.
I took both mirrors.
Right.
This
Okay.
time.
Perfect. So you took both
So
mirrors.
we'll give it out again if we need to, but
And you guys notice that there is,
my golem.
that you guys are in the middle of the forest, and there's these strange stones sticking up out of it. It has writing on the side of it. Does anybody know Druidic? You know Druidic.
I'm a fucking druid.
Yeah.
I better know
You never
fucking
know.
druidic.
But they never taught me how to read and write.
No, dude,
Back
not-
in the Druid.
My daddy taught me how to read and write, yes.
I mean, I
I
recognize
don't
that
know.
voice.
Huh?
The voice you just did to recognize that.
I just did a voice.
I read and write.
Awesome.
Or your mother never taught reading.
I read the druidic.
Perfect. All right. So.
If my translation is correct, it reads enter here and appear there.
And as you say that.
That is a bay leaf.
Again.
You're lucky you got a bay leaf.
So as you say that in Druidic, because you tell them, but you also say it, kind of whisper it to yourself in Druidic. This kind of shimmering silver light appears in between this rock and another rock, almost like a vast mirror, probably about 15 feet high.
I'm gonna go running into it.
You run into it. Awesome.
Yeah.
I
You step,
will.
and it almost seems like you step on just like on the other side of it. It's like you just ran right through it, like you just like stepped through some liquidy. You guys see it kind of bounce.
I'll fire on the
That's
no,
not
I
portable.
step through. I step through.
Okay, awesome. Everybody steps through.
Yes.
Tentatively, yes.
I
Yeah,
run
same.
in.
I want to make sure that it's not gonna like.
Are you still running?
Oh, I stopped on the other side.
Okay.
I'm gonna be the guy that goes last and then just sprints through.
Okay, cool. Awesome. So as you enter, it kind of looks like you just stepped on the other side of this thing, but the air's a little bit colder.
Is there? Can I roll a perception for any more druidic on the other side of this?
Sure.
Just says exit here.
I mean, you don't really have to roll for it. You see it.
Okay.
There's more.
Is this
It's
the
just the
same
same thing.
Same
place?
thing.
So
Enter
what?
here
Is
and
this the
appear.
same place?
As far as you know, it is. But the
Like,
air
our
is colder.
surroundings look the same.
The surroundings look
I don't like that for you.
almost identical.
It's the
But
woods.
it's not exactly the same. It's the woods.
I'm going to.
I mean, you can give me a survival check if you want to see if you
That's
know.
what I'm acting.
All right, yeah.
Oh, I'll
give
do
me
a survival
give me,
check.
give me a survival check of 15 or higher, and you will know.
Nope.
Oh.
No?
I got a 15.
You got 15?
Yeah.
Awesome. So you know that this is not the same place you were at.
I got a.
We are there.
We are there.
I got a 21 non-natural.
You got what?
21 non-natural.
Nice. So you know
Well, we
that this
can't
is
get a
also,
natural
while it looks similar,
Can't get a
it is
natural
definitely there. And on the other side of the mirror, it says the exact same thing.
Enter there, go here.
Enter here, appear there.
Yep. Do you hear those words again?
No. Oh,
The air's a little bit more thin. It's a little bit colder. What you guys doing?
I'm gonna roll a perception check. See if there's anything new around us. Anything that anyone I can see.
Sure.
Any large group of people dressed in white.
Sure.
I'm gonna roll a perception check to see if there's anything
I
like
see nothing. I got a
small,
yeah.
small game or berries or anything like that.
Okay.
Hi, Charlie.
That is a 19.
Awesome.
Thanks.
So in the distance, you can kind of see a deer grazing. You hear
Hi,
birds
Mr.
chirping.
Deer.
I mean, it's not a whole lot.
Shoot it.
That's it, right?
I tell you no.
Well, we need
If I had
food,
more
don't
time, I
we?
would have done more detail on it, but I didn't. So fuck it.
Pretty deer alone. Pretty deer don't hurt
Hi,
you, don't
Toto.
hurt pretty deer.
We can actually clear all those guys.
We're not hungry.
You not hungry.
I'm a little sad that nobody tried to jump in
We're
it and
just in
try to
jail for
shoot
days.
everything down.
I wanted to the same
Kyle was
moment.
gonna throw me into it.
Huh?
Kyle said he was gonna pick me up and throw me into it.
That would have been epic.
Kyle?
Roll the nat one.
My bad.
Dude, this
The
wraith
big
is-
dog.
That wraith is dope.
Yeah, that guy's awesome.
So these are.
Well, I talked to them. I talked to the two.
So you guys are all kind of a little rattled. The tabaxis are like, wow, that was exciting.
I am infatuated with the deer.
And you see one of them kind of lick his fur because you guys are kind of damp. I mean,
Yeah.
it's raining out. And they're like tapered under a tree. The big hulking Rakasha is kind of sitting there like, but like the raindrops are hitting him because the trees aren't quite covering.
Quite big enough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks that you couldn't get your stuff back yet.
Well, our stuff is still stashed.
So
Like I said, we have a caravan that we need to rendezvous.
I cast Mage Hand above my head, so it's just like parting
Yeah, perfect.
above the hand, so I'm not getting wet.
Yeah.
I'll just be staring at the deer, just letting rain pour on my head and not even paying attention.
I am one
I have
with
a hood,
nature.
so it
I give
doesn't
no
matter.
fucks.
Yeah, no, how about that?
Perfect.
Oh, I have the do-rag. I guess I put the rest of my gear on.
Okay.
I
I've already got my gear on. I've
my,
done that.
Yeah.
my cap of courage.
I put my pants on. That's all I got.
I don't think I even have pants.
You had basic gear,
Yeah.
so
I
you had pants.
Okay, I put my pants on.
That's kind of it.
was
though.
gonna say, I think we
It's not
should
my
have
potion.
pants, friend.
It's
What?
not in the
Just
inventory.
got my potion.
Your potion was in there, yes. Your potion was in there.
And all of my stuff was in there, right? Like,
Everything.
okay.
Every single thing that
I
you guys
gave
had.
2 of my 4 daggers.
Good.
Your clump of daggers.
No, that
No,
was,
you got
that
new
was an
ones.
illusion.
Ah.
And if I remember correctly, you got
I think they have 5.
a new rapier too.
Hi, Charlie.
You bought a new rapier.
Hi, Charlie.
Oh,
You-
fuck this thing.
Rapiers, dude.
But
Wanna get
your
that
leather was
rapier?
your armor was still being made. You never got that.
Yeah,
You remember?
get that.
Remember the dwarf that was making it talk like this? Yeah.
No, I go with a dexterity more, and rapiers are one of the best weapons for dexterity.
Okay.
I also just love rapiers.
I pull out the moonlight gem and hold it out, and I'll be like, "Which way, friend?"
And so you don't really hear anything like imminent. You don't really hear anything decisive, but you get the feeling that the closest settlement is north.
Okay, I begin walking north.
Perfect.
Before that, I give two of my 5 daggers, because one's stashed in my leg now. And that's my strength one. I give 2 daggers to this cat,
Okay.
the smaller cat. And like, you
Little
can
magic
take both these
I'm
and give
gonna
one to your
follow
friend.
Going.
So they kind of remove their clothes and make
just
belts out of
follow
them.
All right. You got
Do
it.
you
Be smart.
Oh, let's go.
do you guys want to
Good
approach?
lines.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Perfect. We have to go south
No, the nearest town.
towards the city.
The nearest town is north. We're gonna head there first.
How do you know that the nearest town is north? Have you been here before, walking through shimmering portals?
Yes.
And
Have you?
Yes.
Roll deception.
I tell him, I say, I have a friend to guide us.
I got an 8.
He does not believe you.
Okay. That's fine. I don't care.
Let's wait a
Or
bit.
still
Stinky
already.
one. Lies.
Let's wait a bit.
I'm not stinky
Like,
anymore.
you're stinky.
Portal.
You know nothing of
Walls.
perfumes.
I'm still not. I missed.
My guy never stinks and his clothes are never wrinkled.
That's true.
Let's wait a
I'm
bit
not
because
stinky.
you just saw what happened to that
Open
town,
up to
right?
the
I don't
table.
think it's the wisest decision
No,
to
but
go
right now
back
it's
there
raining,
now.
so you don't smell too bad.
Well, then there are no
You always
potions.
smell
Perhaps it is well
I
that
cast
you spend a
prestidigitation.
turn
I
late.
cast prestidigitation on you, and the stink is gone.
Bye.
Number 2 was getting sick from the stench.
As for the rest
Awesome.
of us,
Oh,
please.
never get tired of
So you guys are heading north?
Yes, I head north, and they're following me. So
I
Sweet.
follow the party, so the majority rules, unfortunately.
Give me a perception check.
25.
I got a 8.
12.
You see.
Don't get much better than that.
No.
I
I
got
love
a 1.
+6.
You see several men approaching from all around you guys.
I got
I
a
walk-
nat 1.
From all around us?
From all around us. You notice, like, you just got this inkling, you stare ahead and you start looking around, and you notice that there's eyes staring at you guys from trees and from the bushes, and that they're approaching. You know what? One, you notice
You trip and hit a
stone
tree.
still, and a bug bites your neck.
Damn it.
I point them out to the rest of the group, and I stop walking, and I point them, especially these two, my guys around.
Perfect. And then you guys all kind of like notice that you don't see as many as Albyron does, but you notice there's quite a few guys, probably about six or seven of them approaching you guys.
How are they looking? What do they look like?
You know that they're looking pretty rugged. Look like they've been out in the woods for quite a while.
Bandity types or
Yes.
like druids?
Very, very bandity. Not
Alright.
spiritual at all.
Do you see?
And I say, hands on weapons, gentlemen.
I pull out my great axe.
Great.
I pull out my bow.
Go.
I've
Perfect.
got my shield and sword,
Perfect.
my bashing shield.
And you're ready as well?
And I just kind of hold my hands out, and I'm just kind of like, come on out.
I like this one. He's all ready. Roll for initiative.
Yes.
That is a.
It's a
18.
strong 11. Do you want a note card you can write down the initiative?
I trust you guys.
I have
I will take a
12.
note card though for
I got an 8.
damage.
12.
You got what?
12.
12? Awesome.
I got
Oh,
a
you got
14.
30, don't you?
So if we
Yes.
want
No, so I got a 20.
Unnatural 20.
Non-native. Or non-natural.
to 1, 2,
Native
3,
4,
5,
Did not
6, 7. Thanks, sir.
Where do you want them?
Who's first?
Alright, so who's first?
I got
All these
20.
guys are out of 10. They make it lower than a 10.
I got
Yes.
a.
What'd you get? You add your dexterity to it?
I got a 17.
I got a. What the fuck is my D20? I got an 8.
You got an 8 plus dex?
Yeah, that was plus dex.
Oh, damn. Okay, so you go after everybody else.
I got a. I got a.
That's
17.
okay. More to not
Oh,
to the draw.
was that the travel in the raindrop? Was that a rest at all or no?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's a short rest.
Oh, okay.
Definitely.
So I don't get anything back from a short rest.
Okay.
Well, first off, we didn't do anything either.
But you didn't cast any spells though.
I used
Insight.
I
Identify.
used identify, and that's the first level.
Oh, well, yeah. You're
But
right.
I was more
But
worried
the other
about.
one was a cantrip though.
Yeah, the other one's cantrip.
So only one.
The hit points is what I was wondering about.
You know what's weird about having me have a
No, you guys
card
got
now?
to roll for hit points.
I don't. Want
I've
to,
had
right?
this for 2 years now.
I guess I can use a hit die to do it.
Rolling down windows.
I'll use a hit die.
I had that for 2 years.
What are you
I mean, I'll be honest.
talking about?
You guys are-
I've had to roll down my
Doesn't
windows
matter.
like that for
I rolled-
2 years.
I rolled a 1 plus
I'm
my
only down
constitution,
2 hit
so
points.
I'm back at full. I
I'll
don't
go.
need to get 3 to get. I don't have many hit points. I'm a wizard, so every point counts.
That's right.
Stand behind more.
But at the same time, you have your spells back.
I do, which is a
So-
big thing for me.
You're no longer Mortier. You are Maul and Bull.
All right, who's first?
More
I got
to say
20.
full name. So
Anybody have
You go
higher than
first.
20?
Alright.
Go first.
I'm gonna go right for this guy with the hammer here.
Which this guy right here?
Yeah.
Right there.
Sweet.
Yep. And I'm gonna swing at him with my great axe.
Perfect.
Sweet.
Natural 20.
Oh shit.
Perfect.
Oh
Double
my
damage.
God.
Yeah. So roll d12. Got
So that's an 11.
it. Holy shit. So
Apparently this is
22
crazy for schedule.
Plus 3 plus 2. I'm
I just had
berserking.
those 3.
raging.
You're raging now, yeah. Yep.
You would like to rage?
22 plus 5.
I imagine you're
So,
raging as well.
22
Yes.
plus 5.
Oh,
yeah.
raging.
So
Whoa.
I rage.
So it says, what should say right
27, right?
that's included.
Yeah, so 22 plus 5.
That's not gonna be
plus
fun.
27. And because you crit, you roll another d12.
Or just a multiplier.
No, barbarians, when they crit, they get to roll an extra dice.
So it's double plus an extra dice?
Oh
No,
my
plus,
God, really?
plus, yeah.
Another 10.
It's a D12, right?
Yeah.
Did you just
So
do like?
he just did 37 points of damage in one go.
Holy
Yeah.
shit!
How do you want to end it?
I want to cut this guy's fucking head off.
Perfect.
Just take a big ass swing. Just right
So
over.
you go lumbering over there like, I'll go with my axe now, and just swing it, and you just see this guy's. Not only does his fucking head come off, like the upper part of his flesh rends, and it's just like this one spatter, and it just rends, and it's just like boom, and his head kind of pops, and his body flops, right? It's like,
Pops and flops.
pops and flops, right in the same fucking swing. I mean, you swung so goddamn hard that his flesh is just like fucking ripped.
It went up and then back down.
Right.
It's dope.
It like rippled.
So you still have,
So he's down.
yeah. So you still have 15, or you still have 25 more people to do it. So you can actually
I'm
get
gonna
to
keep
that
his
guy.
dead body there when you guys go to loot, so we can keep track.
So you can actually make it to that guy if you want, Kyle.
Can I get next to him or?
Yeah, you can get.
Okay.
Yeah, you can get right. Which spot is he on? This spot or this spot?
No, he was on the spot that you first had him.
Right here.
Yep.
All right.
You
I
can
wanna
get
move
to
this out
right
of the
here,
way.
Kyle.
All right. I'm gonna attack him from there then.
Perfect.
Great axe again.
Fuck yeah.
4 to hit.
Plus here. Six.
Plus 3.
Yeah.
You
Oh, no, it's a
plus
plus
six.
6. That's 10 plus.
That's all you get.
Okay.
So what's the total?
10.
10?
This
does
is
not
this
hit.
counter here is all your modifiers add together.
So you go lumbering over to this guy really quickly, and you rear back, and he sees what happened to this last guy. So when you go to cut off his head, he ducks.
I like my head, thank you.
Who's next?
Swing low.
I believe it was Matt.
Swing very
Matt, what'd you
hard.
roll?
I rolled a 17.
Very hard.
Oh, the 12. And he rolled 5.
Okay, so you're next.
Okay.
Which roll am I? 11, so I barely beat you.
I am going to turn this way and I'm going to cast
dude.
Call Lightning.
Perfect.
And I'm gonna.
I wish I could.
It'll be right here for now, but I can also move it within.
Does it have like a dexterity saving throw or anything against
I
it?
am gonna check.
still raining?
that. Yeah. Oh, since it's raining, do I get anything else?
No.
Darn.
We all get zapped somehow.
No, if he was like standing in water or something like that, I'd totally.
A storm cloud appears in the shape blah 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 blah
Yeah, so you're
blah.
just attacking, you're just using the rain clouds that are already there.
Each creature within 5 feet must make a dexterity saving throw.
There's nobody else in 5 feet of them. Thank God for that, unless they're bandits.
If the spell, if you are outdoors in stormy conditions when you cast a spell, the spell gives you control over the existing storm instead of creating a new one. Under such conditions, the spell's damage increase 1d10.
Oh, nice.
It
Nice.
increases during storm time.
Fucking right, it does.
Sweet, so there you go.
You know what that is?
It is storming.
That is a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a fucking.
He's so excited.
Where the fuck is my? Fuck it.
What do
He
you
rolls
That's
a
a-
1 for each single one.
That's
You
a
need-
4
you need to die?
d10.
Jesus. You guys are
And the
We're about
whoever
to fucking
each creature
die.
within 5 feet must make a dexterity saving throw. On each
Okay.
your turn until the spell ends, you can use your action to call down lightning in this way again, targeting the same point. I'm trying to see how if I can move it. 60-foot radius spell.
I don't think you can move it.
I would imagine
I mean,
that since it's a
storming all
60-foot
places.
radius
Yeah.
and since it's stormy, you could just call lightning from the sky.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take that. Is that okay with the DM?
That's fine, yeah.
All right, I have control over
Actually,
the
since it's storming, I mean,
I have control over the entire area. 4d10 damage on this piece of shit right
what's he
here.
got? What's he got? Save against?
Dex.
Dex.
Wait, yeah, but what's
What's your DC?
Oh shit.
Or magic
Guess
DC.
it's-
What's your
14?
wisdom modifier?
My wisdom modifier is plus 3, 17.
14.
14? Yep, it's 14. He did not make it. He got an 11.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my
tens.
god. 33 points of damage.
Cool. How do you want to end him? What happened?
I am going to stare at him. I'm going to point at him, staring with a white hot intensity.
He starts laughing at you. He's like,
And then I
he
make
looks
a
at the
fist
guys,
and I call,
twirls his sword.
and there's lightning in my fingertips, and a single bolt of lightning
And as
right
you hit
there.
him, you just see it like rip through his body, and you see like almost like a cracking vase that's or ice slowly cracking. You see this glow go right through him. You see his eyes get wide, and as it kind of reaches the very top of his skull and it
That's
goes
a
through his whole
lightning
body, his eyes burst and blood comes out his nose, and his ears start trickling blood. And this all happens within like a second.
All right.
And you see
And
him smoking.
I'm going to turn back around and I exclaim, I get all of his shit.
So that guy is also down. He's just
What?
he's just ridiculous.
And that is
Well, that was a nasty crit.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Fat crit.
Good way to start on the battle.
Well, he chops a guy's head off.
Once
the
you get
first
to
go.
level 10, I think, you get 2 extra dice rolls on it.
and that's a second level spell
I need to
slot. I have
look more
2.
at the
No, it's a third level
I do
spell
a
slot. I have
fuck
2
ton.
third level
There's
spell slots. I have expended
money.
1.
Perfect.
So, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Who is next?
Mine.
You have your bow out, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
I'm gonna shoot this guy. The guy who was like facing the wrong way, but he's not.
Hi,
Probably
Yeah, no,
Charlie.
yeah.
Are you having fun
Alright, go for
with
it.
all me and my friends? Yes.
12 plus
Is it inappropriate that I'm instructing my leader at the table?
18.
In front of all these
Definitely.
men.
Oh my.
Absolutely not.
Plus
Oh my.
That
He's a good
hits.
charge.
4.
You hit him for 4 damage? Perfect. So, as he's like moving towards you guys, you release an arrow and you see it stick right in his shoulder, and he recoils as you hear a sickening thwack, and it goes right into his exposed shoulder.
And then I'm going to dash because it's one of my uncanny. What's it called?
Is it a bonus?
Yeah, it's a bonus.
Okay.
It's a dash, disengage, and hide. The 3. I'm gonna dash. Yep. Dash over here.
Are you hiding behind the body?
No, I'm right next to the body. I'm just like getting a better
Picks the
view.
body up and puts it over.
Right.
My turn?
Yep. Roll with that beautiful bean footage.
I'm gonna...
You shouldn't have done that, little one.
I'm gonna turn and look at this guy right here.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. And I'm gonna launch Scorching Ray at this guy. And I get 3 of them, but I'm just gonna do one at a time in case I kill him, so I can use the last one on somebody else. 15.
15 hits.
Cool. It's 5.
Is that 5 damage?
Yeah. And then 24. That hits. 4 points of damage.
Okay, at that point he's done.
Is he? Okay. And so I'm gonna launch the last bolts at this guy over here.
Okay. So you hit the guy, boom, boom, and you just see him like catch flame and like reel and scream in pain. He kind of goes prone and he's flopping around the ground, and not even the rain can put him out.
Haha, he's
Last
a
one's a
super
26 to hit.
Yeah, what?
Last one's a 26 to hit.
Perfect.
For 11 points of damage.
Alright, you want to end that?
So I want to be like and launch it, and then like on the last one, just spin, don't even look, just poof.
Nice. So as you send that first guy reeling down in pain, just as soon as the one came out, you flick your wrist and you don't even look. It flies between the 2 tabaxi, you know, and then smashes into that guy and sends him reeling backwards in a flaming ball of smoking disarray.
Little magic man.
And he killed him too?
Power.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah!
Little magic man.
They don't have a lot of health.
Nah, they probably have
I
like
believe there's 2 left.
10 or 11 out there.
Oh, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I see that little third guy down over there. Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Or 2 might get it.
It's their turn.
Oh yeah, there's Keaton, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or 2. Or 2 didn't do well.
Oh, thanks.
Not my
Or 2 the X
D4.
guy's still stuck on its belt loop.
That's good. I like that answer.
So this guy's gonna attack you
He's a good girl. He's an asshole.
for a whopping
I would
3.
not risk petting.
Does not hit.
I would.
So
If it-
after he ducks out of the way, he tries to come up with the sword, which you would instinctively just move out of the way as he slices. You don't move very far. You're just gonna, you know, just kind of pivot your top body. You know,
You're
rope. Right.
Ropey dope.
All right, you want to move that guy towards Big Tabaxi.
Fuck, that fucking scared me.
Scared the shit out of me, dude.
The fuck was
All
that?
right.
It's fun.
15.
Oh, I gotta mark that.
All right, so he hits. Is a scimitar. 6.
Pretty good, Chief.
Yeah, just fucking. Pretty much you just can't like skinny jeans.
Oh, your
You
ass.
see that one of the big guys
Getting
runs
warm.
up and he goes to hit the large tabaxi, and as he does, he slips a little bit in the rain and barely
Enjoy
gets
this.
into the tabaxi
I've never
for
sat in these chairs like that. so-
1 hit point.
I'd change it out of.
You still got one more.
I know.
Okay.
Whose turn is it?
It's still his.
Someone. All right, so
I'm paying attention, Zach.
I'm trying. Or 2 not good at
What's
that.
up, guy?
okay, so he's gonna move right up next to that guy. No, one right behind that. Yep, right there.
Oh, or 2.
Awesome. He's gonna attack you. I imagine that's you.
Yes. That is
15 plus.
if it matches it. Oh, does it have a
It
plus?
goes to the-
Okay, so yeah.
It goes.
If it matches?
It still goes to the DM if it
It is.
matches.
So
if it matches, I don't say. I said it doesn't hit for
Okay,
enemies.
but it's got a modifier to it.
Huh?
Did you say it's got a modifier?
No, so if they match what you have, the enemy fails. If you guys match the enemies, it hits.
Oh, because I have a 15 AC.
However,
That's how, yeah.
so
Zach
it's a little bit
homebrewed that.
different for me.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll move my
I
own
play
way.
rules as written. Zach lets the players have the hit. Or the
Right.
defense.
I have them
No,
roll
there's
again
no-
to fight
there's a
each other.
downside to that. Like if you had armor and he hit, your armor would take damage. So if he hits spot on, like let's say your AC is 10, if he hits a 10, you won't take damage, but your armor will take damage. And I'll give your armor about 3 times before you need to fully repair it, and it has no AC. Okay,
Conveniently, I don't have armor.
that's right.
Okay, so
You
I've got
don't,
an
so you
AC
don't.
15, so.
Awesome. So
You might
he
go
swings,
for the other side.
and it does
Yeah.
not hit you.
Yeah, you
Okay.
are.
I
What's
think
your
that's it.
Or it's your turn.
It's your turn.
I'm gonna swing at the son of a bitch that just tried to kill me.
Just start swinging at you.
That's a nat 20.
Nice. Do double damage.
We both did the double damage on the fucking.
You guys are hitting 20s tonight, huh?
Plus That one's plus strength, right?
Yeah, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 6.
Okay, so 12.
Okay, 12.
Plus your rage of 2. 14.
14.
What's your strength?
Plus strength modifier.
17.
17.
Now roll another d12.
Another 6. So
Okay. So
is that plus 3? Or another plus 6?
plus 6.
Okay, so another 12.
No, you don't double that one.
Oh. No, because it's 6 and then I've got plus 3 strength, plus 3 proficiency.
You don't get proficiency.
Okay, so it's
just
just plus
strength.
9. So that's what?
Yeah. You don't add your bonus again either.
26?
It's just
Are you hitting me or not?
you just add the dice roll because it's not an extra attack. It's just the hit.
Oh, okay.
You just add it to the damage.
Okay.
So
26 damage? Okay, 26 damage.
Awesome. How do you want to end him?
I
I was just gonna say you guys can end him, but I want you to just kind of get used to doing that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, no, I
So it's
definitely
good
need to
practice.
get used to it because this is the first time I've swung with the
Absolutely.
great axe.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna come straight down and try cutting him all the way down the middle.
Sure. So, what's your weapon again? An axe?
Great axe.
Great axe? Awesome. So, the guy that came up and tried hitting you, you quickly dodge it, you turn around, and you heave this great axe downward. And as it lodges into his head, it kind of splits down about mid-torso. When you do that, you yank it off to one side like you're twisting a cork. And you see part of his body kind of flop off to the side while the other one slumps backwards. Still attached, but kind of like a weird slinky sort of thing.
Oh god.
Like a separated piece symbol.
Words you're sorry. Don't say both in one stream.
So that guy is
Don't
down.
apologize. You're right.
which one was that? This guy?
Yep.
Okay.
Uno mas.
There's only 2 left.
That's me.
No.
No.
Who's top of the order?
It's your turn.
Oh, yeah,
Your
he
turn.
got last.
All right.
My apologies.
So I'm gonna swing at this guy I'm fighting still.
Perfect.
You ain't got nothing, dog.
12 plus 6, 18 to hit.
Perfect. That hits him.
Wait, I have advantage on that, don't I?
Yeah, you can use that, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna reroll that.
The savage attacker. I told you.
That's an 11.
That's much better.
Plus 3, so that's 14, 17, plus
It should just
19.
be the. Should just be the. Should be 17. This is it.
So rage plus modifier.
1d12 plus 3 is the damage from the axe, and I get plus 2 from raging, and then.
The plus 3 is your strength.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Char char.
14, 16.
Yes.
16? Cool.
Yes.
So he spoke too soon. How do you want to end it?
I want to cut off both of his. I want to cut off his sword arm and just let him bleed out.
Perfect. So right after he says, he calls you a dog, you bring your axe down and cut off his sword arm that he had tried to hit you with before. And with a sickening thwack, you see like it flop to the ground, still holding its sword, and his arm kind of, from the resistance, kind of comes up like this. He's like, ah! He starts screaming and holding his arm as it's spraying blood out into the
Like kill
the water ground. And he kind of falls to his knees.
Good one, boy.
Actually still alive. Like bleeding and screaming.
I'm gonna kick him in the nuts.
Perfect. So you kick him in the nuts, and he tries to grab it with his stub and realizes his arm is still gone. He grabs it with his other arm and then falls over to the side and then slowly bleeds out.
Why don't you cure his wound and then we'll interrogate him?
Beautiful. I'm gonna.
Oh, right.
That's combat, yeah.
Over.
That guy's down. No, there's,
Well,
still,
what did you
there's
roll?
still the guy behind the tabaxi.
Can I get there?
There's
Yeah, and it's my turn.
No, he still has a turn. He still has 40 feet of movement and a second
Oh,
attack.
fuck. I wanted to kill that
Can I
guy.
get to him?
40.
Yeah, you can. You
Alright.
barely
I'll
can.
take a swing at him too.
Perfect.
I wanted to kill him.
17 to hit.
Yep, that hits. So you see this guy like
9,
swinging at this
11.
hulking tabaxi. Cool. Kill him.
All right, and I'm just gonna go like right above his hips and just swing to the side, see how far I can get.
Nice. So you go running over there, and you get this running start, and almost like a baseball bat, kind of like what you seen the gatekeeper do back in the city.
What's up,
You guys do this little hop, skip, and then lunge all of your weight into it, and it hits this guy and goes clean through him, and it bursts out the other side, and you see his legs flop over, and then on the opposite side you see his upper body as he's trying to swing at the tabaxi, like realize that he just got cut in fucking half, and slumps on the ground, and he's like, ah, and he kind of flips over on his back, and looks down at his body, and he's like screaming in terror. And you see the pale face appear as the blood is leaving his stomach.
Bo had high score.
That's it. Fucked him up.
All right. I am gonna.
I get to loot my corpses.
Yeah, I'm looting the two I killed.
My corpse.
Awesome.
I'm looting
who's
this guy.
looting what?
I got these two.
I get these 3.
I got this one.
Kyle's like, I take all of them.
All right, so you guys can loot one corpse at a time.
I want to loot.
Are you looting anything?
I can't. They have killed everything. I didn't get a single kill.
Well, they're looting one at a time. So you can loot something if you really want to.
I loot this one.
You guys can't like just drag all the bodies. Like you're looting one by one by one by
I
one.
loot this one.
Which one is
Find
that?
anything.
He's
Bo might not
You're
be having.
stealing Bo's stuff, bro.
Hey, you're stealing my stuff.
So give me a perception check.
Bo might not be having.
To loot? Or to see if he
to
sees
see if
him.
he sees him walking over to the body.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, 15.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so you see him walking over, teetering over to your body, the body that you killed. Who's checking first?
Why don't we I'll just check one of these guys real quick.
Awesome, cool. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Oh, that's a 1.
Okay, so you don't really find anything on them. There's nothing of value to you. You're like,
Okay.
We'll just go around the table.
And I just go, Vin, you can have that one.
All right, I'm
Come back
gonna
later.
loot my guy.
Cool.
Otherwise, that's wisdom. That's a 10.
Awesome. So you find that what you see on him is his scimitar. He's got a scimitar. He's got some rags on him. He's got 2 gold. The scimitar is in a worse for wear shape, but you don't see a whole lot of anything else.
I'm gonna take the gold and the scimitar.
So add 2 gold and a rusty scimitar.
Dude, do you guys remember I had so much fucking gold? I have
Yeah.
1,697 gold.
You can buy a
I still have
horse.
5,000.
Yeah.
Mordzu has like 4.
You really want to be up here, don't you, girlfriend? Huh?
All right, so we're going around the table. Go ahead and go.
Where's Bo get 300 gold?
Nine.
So 9. So you don't really see a whole lot. You find 1 gold on the guy that you're trying to get, and you see a rusty, kind of like a rusty short sword.
It's too long.
Grab the short sword and just throw it against the tree.
Waste weapon.
Go ahead.
Sitting on. That is completely.
Yeah, it's pretty.
angled.
It's cocked. Yeah, roll.
Go ahead and roll.
Thank you, because it was almost a 2. All right, that's better. That's an 18.
An 18. Awesome. So which one are you looting?
This guy right here.
Awesome. So on him, you're going to find a little bit more of a pristine scimitar. It's a little bit more well kept, sharpened. You're going to find about 8 gold on this guy. Most of the other stuff that he has is rags, and nothing else of much interest to you.
All right, and then I'll take the scimitar as well.
Perfect. Go ahead and add that to your. All right. Go ahead and roll.
Alright. We'll loot that guy closer to you that he didn't get.
Okay. So you actively seen him looting the body right now.
Find anything?
No, just gold.
That's my gold.
It was 1 gold. I can miss it.
So at this point, we can do a.
You owe me a
contest.
drink.
Do you want to take the gold, or do you want to just let him have the gold?
He can have it. He'll buy me a drink later.
That's fine.
Next time we get in.
Perfect.
Next time we go to the troll snot if it's still standing.
Got a 16.
Awesome. So you see about the same thing with that guy. He's got a short sword on him. It's a little bit worse for wear. It's not very sharp, and you get about 6 gold off this guy.
I'll take the short sword
Yeah.
and the gold.
Perfect.
What are you doing, Jar Jar? You trying to
Back
get
to
up
me
with
for the top one. The other one.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's much better. 25.
25. Awesome.
They rolled.
So on this guy, you find a little bit more of a pristine longsword. This guy, he kept it a little bit better than the other ones. He's got a few nicks. He's seen some battles. It's a little sharp. And on this guy, you will find 12 gold.
Anything else? Just the long sword and
No, just that.
the. Okay.
Oh, Charlie.
You find some like crummy bread and like some like half-eaten boar jerky.
Such a wiener.
It's just like kind of spoiled.
It's not good.
It's not good.
Okay. Longsword is a strength weapon, correct?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay. Sweet.
All right, and you have another body to loot, right?
8.
8. So you don't really see a whole lot of anything. Looks like a rusty scimitar. And he's got about 1 gold line.
Take the gold.
Oh, I took the long sword. I can actually use that. Not well, but I can use it. I think I have proficiency in that actually.
Awesome.
That's a martial, it's so simple.
What would you guys like to do? At this point, it is getting fairly dark. The sun has set. In probably about 10 minutes or so, it'll be completely pitch in this forest.
Let's
Or
keep
just
him to the
think we should
town.
make camp.
Is it still
Fire.
raining?
Fire
It
good.
is still slightly raining, yes.
I think we should take a long rest.
Roast bodies for food.
I like your style.
How tall is
I
this?
agree.
How tall
We
is
can
this?
eat them. We have
We
enough human.
have nothing wrong with that.
I'm only half human.
Only half human.
I am neither. So it is okay.
Fair enough.
Half human.
Wait, they didn't help us in the fight.
It did nothing.
What?
They didn't help us in the
They
fight.
did.
The
Big cat
people did
almost
not.
The big cat cut. He shaved a little bit of his hair.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, he missed? Is that what happened?
No. They got hit in his back and they're just kind of like,
I know, but they didn't attack. They didn't help us.
No. Well, the big cat was just kind of, yeah.
Big cat helped take down tree. We need wood.
How big are the trees?
The trees are as big as that they've always been.
I do
They're,
not
they're
have
about 30,
proficiency in
45
that, so
feet
I'm
high.
not taking any.
Alright.
These trees seem to be a little bit more plumed out. They're a little bit fuller.
gonna
These
climb the
are of
tree.
like kind of like a pine tree-ish origin.
I'm gonna
Okay, so
go.
they're needles.
Kind of needly, but they're a little bit softer. It's like if
I'm gonna go to cut down a tree with the axe. Do I need to roll for that?
yes,
Okay.
that will take some time.
I'm gonna climb a tree that he's not cutting down and go set up my own little like thing up
Oh,
there, like
fuck.
15
I got a,
to 20 feet
I
high.
got a 6.
You got a 6?
Yeah.
Awesome. So your axe hits it, and it leaves a tiny nick.
Alright.
I'm gonna go help him because he's struggling.
Awesome. So you're on the other side.
Mhm.
So you guys are just like lumberjacking this bitch.
Yeah.
Perfect.
This is what my job was.
and I'm over.
All right. So give me one solid strength roll, and we'll dictate the time in which it takes you to.
Just in
Go ahead and reroll.
clothing
Both of you guys. Go ahead and reroll.
So a 7.
7.
12 this time.
So 12. Okay. So at this rate, it'll take you guys about an hour and a half. To
So
get down this tree.
it's wet outside, right?
It's wet.
Is the base of this tree soaked?
No, it's not.
But is it wet?
No, the tree's a little bit plumed out, and since they're needly, but a
Okay.
little bit softer, they actually they provide a little bit of a shield. If you guys look around, give me a perception check of like 10. You guys will find a nice little dry patch that actually has more cover.
Well, I'm asking. So is is the base of this tree wet?
Nice.
It's not.
No.
It's not wet yet.
17 for perception.
Yeah, I got a 26.
Roll the
25.
fucking nat 1.
25.
That one.
I did too.
So I found the wet patch, but I
19.
can't. I
No,
want to.
you found like an extremely
dry
Mine
patch.
extremely
bounced
dry
over the
patch,
rest
like
of my
a big
dice.
enough
So
area.
while I watch them struggle to cut this down, I cast Firebolt and just right through it.
Perfect. So it comes. You hear this, and all of a sudden, like since it's a little bit dark out, you see this glowing mass ripping through the forest from where Alviron was standing, and it slams into this tree with sparks, kind of like almost like a firework or a sparkler hits, and you just see this searing like go through the tree. You hear the creak. Give me dexterity checks.
Ah!
It's a fairly easy one.
12.
12.
I got it. I rolled a 12, but I've got a +2.
Awesome. So you see this. You guys both kind of jump back, and the tree goes to fall, and you guys kind of just step out of the way and watch it hit the dirt.
Thank you, little
I
nudge.
go, Reggie, and I go. And I go sit in the dry patch underneath the tree.
Thanks,
Nice.
little nudge.
I climb a tree and that's my like tent area.
Okay. Well, give me
Take
an
out
acrobatics.
kind of-
Give me an acrobatics check.
I'm gonna take out the. I'm
19.
gonna take out one of
Perfect.
my. Oh, sorry.
So you climb up the tree and you kind of hunker down and chill. Who said something?
Oh, sorry. I forgot or I didn't realize we were still talking. I'm gonna take out the hand axe and start carving out bark.
Sure.
Okay. And I use prestidigitation, make the area around me nice and clean.
Nice.
Flat, smooth, nice, and I take a nap.
Perfect.
Long
I'm
rest.
going to chill with Alviron.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I'm close to them where they're sleeping. I'm like 15 feet up.
All right.
And I give them
So a little bit of time
drink.
passes, and you
I-
guys
it's a
have
long rest,
you guys
so-
have some wood.
Do you guys want to get the wood over?
Yes.
I give them a
Do you
drink.
guys want some wood?
So they
Of course.
they bring the wood over, yeah.
Dicks!
Drag the whole tree over.
Yeah, they
Yeah, we just.
and they
beef up.
cut
We
off.
got wood.
Yeah.
You guys like stumps.
And
Cut
I-
stumps.
Yeah, and I snap my fingers and they catch on
you already
fire.
Perfect.
I give them a
take a
dirt
long
blanket.
rest.
Give them a nice dirt blanket.
A what? Who? A dirt blanket?
With
You're just
mold earth.
kicking dirt.
Oh,
With mold earth, I give him a dirt blanket and like, there you go.
okay.
You're just kicking dirt on my
But it's
friend.
but
No, it doesn't.
It's
It doesn't
dirty and I
flip
don't
at
like
all.
it. So
It just it
prestidigitation
perfectly.
away.
goes
So,
to what it was.
so you do mold earth, and then you see Elvira, and then prestidigitation. What the fuck it is?
Prestidigitation.
Yeah, I hate that fucking word. And so it just like dissipates.
Prestidigitation.
I was like, so dirty. You know?
Prestidigitation. All right, so
What
we're
you
doing.
make?
It has a lot of vowels.
Doing a long rest.
Yeah.
So long rest. You guys all kind of hunker down.
Who's taking the watch though? Is a
I
question.
will take the second half of the watch. 'cause
Perfect.
I only need 4 hours.
I will take first half.
So 2 hours and
Play with Bojan.
so 2
So,
hours
you
for
get,
him.
so 2 hours for you.
I'll just start
You want 2 hours for watch?
Go.
Cool. So who is first?
Me.
Watch. Give me a perception check.
Fine, not me then.
Not you.
Everybody's kind of snoozing. The rain's kind of stopped.
19.
Okay. You notice some rustling in the bushes ahead of you, and a bandit comes charging you.
Alright. I will ready my great axe.
Okay. Perfect. So just give me a solid strength.
8.
An 8?
Yeah.
Okay, so you swing and you wound him, but he also. 11, what's your AC?
15.
Okay, so he goes to stab you. Go ahead and give me another strength check. So you wound him, you hack into him, he goes to stab you with the sword.
That's a nat 20.
Awesome. And then you bring your axe down, stab him in the back, it like swings into like a pendulum into his spine, and as he reels, you grab the front of his face and like you headbutt him, and his skull just caves in, and he slumps to the ground. Go ahead and give me a perception check for loot.
9.
A 9. Okay, so you get a couple silver pieces off this guy, and he's got kind of a shitty longsword.
I'm gonna take the longsword and just like snap it over.
Perfect. Awesome. So that's your watch. So who are you waking up?
Oh. Oh, wake up.
Oh.
You get a full night's sleep.
You get to sleep.
I know it.
No, you wake up.
Oh.
I get to sleep.
Okay.
Awesome. So you go and you lay down. You take his spot, which was warm and shit. You fart, and you kind of like snuggle in, make it yours. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
12.
12. You don't really notice anything. The night's kind of quiet. You know, the rain has stopped. You can kind of hear some of the crickets and other things. You see some fireflies off in the distance, but pretty uneventful. So the 2 hours pass, and go ahead and wake up your next person.
That's me for the rest of it.
Perfect.
Hey, wizard man.
I wake up. What? Yes.
Your turn.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so you get up.
Yeah.
All right, so you lay down in his spot and you make it yours as well. You know, you like piss in the corner while you fall asleep. You know, just not caring about anything. I'm sure you press a vegetarian.
And it gets about this far out, and it's just gone.
It's like just in the wind.
And I actually make particles that go up
He's
the
all
tree.
like, "Poke up, magic coke."
Yeah. And I actually make the particles go up the tree,
Perfect.
so it smells like piss up the tree.
Do you know what tree I'm in though? Because I did when no one was watching.
But you were in the tree above them, right?
You were in
That was
the-
my understanding.
You mentioned it.
That's what I thought too. Yeah, you said you were going up in the tree.
I'm in a tree. I'd never said
I'm in
that.
the tree.
Okay.
Okay.
No, which one tree?
Well,
I'm
this
in
tree-
now.
All right,
It's
so
not like
go and give me a perception check.
Natural 20. So if you wanted to know 20, you do natural 20s on perception.
Oh fuck yeah!
Okay, natural 20.
Awesome, perfect. So,
It's a great dice.
so in the distance, you notice something kind of hovering and glowing, only about 10 feet away from you. And it's kind of pulling through, and you know it's you see it's kind of like a little glowing pixie.
Oh, well,
Okay.
always.
I hold my hand out.
Awesome. So the pixie kind of flies up, and this tiny little voice, and she says, "Hello." I'm not gonna try to do a tiny voice.
No.
Unless you want me to do a voice like that. Hello! You want me to do this?
Yes.
Hi!
Hi.
What you
Yes.
doing?
Oh, we're just taking a little rest. How are you doing?
I'm trying to find this treasure over here.
There's treasure over here.
Yeah. My voice is too deep for some things, so if I say here, okay.
Oh God!
Sorry, I had to burp. Yeah, there's treasure over here. I see when the bandits dig it up, and you put it back.
And is this about halfway through my watch? This happens.
Yeah, this is.
All right, I wake Sylvanas up because now he's
You
got
got a
full
solid
rest.
6, right?
Yeah, and that's all you need for a long rest.
Yeah, he's fine.
So I wake him up. I'm like, hey, I got a new little buddy. What's your name?
Hello, my name is Sylvanus.
Yeah,
What's your name?
Flower.
It's very nice to meet
Flower's
you.
gonna throw us some treasure.
Well, I want to leave
I don't have
camp.
any treasure.
How far is the treasure?
5 feet.
Well, how far away are you?
About 20 feet.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I followed her.
I hope the recording is picking this up.
Yeah,
It's right.
I let her lead the way.
I will hang here.
So she's
and take
kind of
it.
slowly hovers in front of you. She's extremely chatty. She's almost like an LED light. She kind of like.
I'm having a very engaging
light
conversation
blue.
with this chick.
And she
Yeah.
kind of like green.
What are you guys doing out here?
Oh well, we got bamfed here, so we're just kind of trying to figure out which way to go.
Yeah, I like the rain.
No.
My wings get wet.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
The treasure's right here, though.
Is it? I looked down.
And she like kind of floats down to the ground and like sits on kind of like a grass stalk, and it kind of bends as she sits there. And she kind of like leans over it, like a small child would like lean over like up here to kind of look at the water.
Yeah. And I
You
look
can tell.
in.
You can definitely tell that the ground has been disturbed in a rather large area.
Okay, I look in.
Did you dig it up? You mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so you dig it up and you find this tiny
With
little
mage hand, so I don't have to touch anything.
right, this tiny little box.
Okay.
It's not locked.
I use mage hand to open the box.
Awesome, and inside you find 200 gold.
Oh fuck yeah!
Oh, it's so shiny.
Right? I know.
Yeah,
Do you want to come with us?
sure.
Awesome. You're gonna be in that voice forever now.
But I'm only out at night.
Only at night?
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Well, I open that pouch I got. What is that?
What pouch?
The one that all of our stuff was in, little bitty
Leonis.
pieces.
Now, Leonis
Yeah,
second
yeah,
gave you?
yeah.
That is a bag of holding.
Fucking
yes.
told you, dude.
That is a bag of holding.
Okay.
So when you guys put items in this, they actually, it's almost like an applet on your phone. Like, they become smaller icons. And you distinctly know what is what, so nothing ever gets disorganized. It kind of floats through,
Like,
and you can
whatever
literally
you
kind of
need
reach
is,
your
like,
hand
right
in
there whenever you
and
want.
scroll through the shit that you need.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
sweet.
Like, you're like, okay, I'm going to click on armor.
And I
all the
definitely,
armor
that is like tied to my waist,
Yeah.
ready to go.
Told you to
Sweet.
keep that shit.
Is there air in there?
Yes, absolutely.
So,
You can put a cow in there. You can put
During
just
the-
as long as you feed these creatures, they should survive fairly well.
So can Flower hang out in there?
Fuck yeah,
yeah.
Fuck
Got a
yeah.
half-orc barbarian.
yeah. You can
Wait
fit
a
in
second.
You can fit in there.
That's
well.
how we sneak
I
into
will give you up to the
places
size of a
with
cow, a cattle to put in there, a good sized cattle.
Wait a
Put
goddamn
me in there and
second.
then throw me.
Everyone
Put both
your
of
mage
us
hand.
in there.
Oh,
Let's surprise
but
us.
that's as big as of objects you can put in there. I'm not saying if you put a cow in there, it fills up the bag because it doesn't.
No.
You can put like
No,
300 cows. in
Bag
there
of
if you
holding
want to.
has no limit on it. It's basically
Yeah,
a
so
pocket.
What you're
No.
saying is you can put us in there. You can.
Like if you guys ever needed food,
Bag
like
of
grab a
gold
haystack,
gold.
Yeah, so you can fit.
Throw it in the bag.
I can fit anything up to a large creature size.
basically. Yeah.
You can put this entire crew in and sneak into a castle with just one person. Or like a movie.
Like you guys could hop into this bag and he could walk through the town and nobody would be none of the wiser that you guys are in there chilling, playing D&D.
Oh my god, but no, my character his name would be
Chilling with
Matt.
Flower.
Oh my god, Flower would have a character that would work at King Supers.
Sweet.
And nice.
So what are you guys doing?
Oh well, we're just gonna go back into town again. You want to come over? It's nice and dry over there.
Yeah, that's
Dry your
fine.
wings out.
Uh-huh.
Actually, so we go back, we sit down, and I use prestidigitation to clean all the water off.
But she claps.
Yeah.
She's like all happy.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
You hear Savants in the background.
Oh, I need
I'm
to
on
run.
watch, I can't fap on watch, come on.
No, you can go back to bed now. And I sit there for the next 2 hours talking.
Well,
to
I
Flower.
can't fucking
Awesome.
sleep now, you woke me the fuck
Well,
up.
So she basically talks to you about like the flowers and kind of like the stuff that's in the area.
I wake up before the end of 8 hours.
Perfect. She's not very quiet about
Does-
anything.
Okay. Does she know anything about nature? Like, she's very attuned with nature.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Can I ask her about...
Don't steal my friend.
Can I ask her about this little acorn I have?
Sure.
Flower.
Yeah.
I received this in a vision from my god Sylvanus.
Yeah.
Can you tell me anything about it? Besides that it's a
It's
fucking
an
acorn.
acorn.
Thank you.
I heard that match a little bit.
It's very, very innocent. Flower is. Alright, so the dawn is breaking.
So during the day, she can stay in the bag of holding, and then I let her
You
out.
see kind of like yawn and stretch. And,
I'm tired.
and so you open up the bag and she kind of like drowsily kind of like.
Is there like a side pouch on it that she can get in and out of whenever she wants?
If you want there to be.
Yes.
Sure. Awesome. There is a side pouch specifically for her. Before
It's
she
your
goes in,
flower
she
pouch.
grabs a couple of flowers and stuff like that, and then like goes in there, and you see her kind of snuggle up and wrap one of the flower petals over.
What about her food? Can we give her food? Does she need to eat?
Well, she's not very big, so I dropped like a crumb from.
So let's say, she doesn't need much. I mean, literally, like, if compared to us, she's literally like this tall.
Yeah.
Like she is fucking tiny. She's like as long as your finger.
Yeah. So while we were in there, I ate one of my dry rations.
Perfect.
And
I assume you
I
guys.
gave her like a little piece.
Awesome. And she like kind of takes it and like snacks on it. Then you see her kind of like.
Yeah. Pass out.
Yeah, with like the crumb in her hand.
Yeah.
With a little flower petal over her.
That's dope.
That was
Yes,
completely
dope.
improvised.
I have a familiar now.
Yes, you do.
Awesome.
Yes, you do. You have a familiar. Yeah, she
I'm
was
not
not a
there.
part of the plan. That was just
No, I'm
completely
totally
something
gonna use
thrown
her
in
to spy.
You
Just
yeah.
so you're well aware.
Wait, wasn't the bear north?
Huh?
Wasn't the bear north
What bear?
that I talked to and got made to follow me for a bit?
That one was to the west of the castle wall in the forest that you guys had tracked the undead army and lost them in.
But no, the little bear cub, you mean?
Yeah, the bear
Oh
cub
no,
was-
that disappeared when we got transported into
No,
the
he's
freaking
saying where to
dungeon.
go because
Oh.
The bear's still alive.
after you came out and you made
You hope last time you saw it was in the middle of that city that just got destroyed.
No, it disappeared before then, way before
when you
that.
guys came out of the arena.
Yeah, it was
I
gone.
distinctly remember Matt laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took to the thing, and then the next time that he saw me, he was already gone.
So I
back
wake
out
you guys
of
up and I'm like, gentlemen, shall we move on?
I stretched for an incredibly long time.
You guys got a little bit of snot hanging out your nose.
I have an incredible amount of something.
I do
Matt's
not.
gonna try
I
and
do not
sappy.
tell them about the bag of holding.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So you know it's the bag of holding, like without
tell me?
a doubt. You tell everybody about it?
No, I don't tell anybody about it.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
I want it to look super cool, and I pulled like.
Everybody's
three-
seen Leonis throw it to you.
Doesn't matter. They don't know what's. They don't know what it
Perfect.
is.
You're right.
I just know that
I see it looks like a normal burlap kind of sack.
Yeah.
But when you grab it and you go to open it, it kind of shimmers, like as if
Yeah.
there's like that material that you kind of look at and like
So all
shimmers
my
silver.
extra,
and
so you
gold.
guys just get up and you guys see like I don't have any of my stuff that I don't normally carry with me. I just have this backpack.
You greedy bastard.
Backpack.
Alright, so what are you guys doing? Anybody have questions? Why things are
continue
happening?
on.
What's going on?
Well, we don't.
I am
No,
going
no.
to pray to Sylvanas.
Awesome. Go ahead and give me a roll.
I'm going to do perception
You
check to
break
see if I
yourself.
can find any animals.
Sounds like it.
He worships the god Sylvanas as well as his name.
You worship yourself.
My,
I just caught that. I was thinking about.
So I was raised in a sacred glen in the forest. I was abandoned as a baby, and a druid by the I don't remember his fucking name. I wrote it down somewhere. But
Just give it to me later.
You have lost interest.
Yeah.
he named
Just say,
Brandon,
just say
that
like
is
a
both.
druid sage or something.
Yes, my druid sage fatherly figure. He raised me and named me after his deity, Sylvanas of the Oak. So I'm literally named after God. Dude, in another campaign, I'm literally a gift from God. So
That's you think you are.
hey, that's my backstory.
You can think that's what you are.
Straight roll, or do I add wisdom? Or...
Huh?
Yeah, add wisdom. Add your.
So that's
wisdom.
perception.
Yep, that would be wisdom per
So that's a 16.
16. Awesome. So you get this utter feeling that that Sylvanas is actually not necessarily busy, but he's in the middle of combat. You get this strong urge that he is still fighting,
Okay.
and what you believe that you feel is that he was fighting in the battle back at the city. He was the dire bear.
Fuck, that's cool.
The little flickers and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's cool as
You've
shit.
seen him, and as you're praying and you're meditating, you see the image that he was fighting. And it was an equally sized cloaked figure. But what made it complete is billions of worms pouring in, circulating through this thing, and almost like a humanoid, wrestling and biting and attacking the dire bear Sylvanas. And as you come back to, you feel. You just totally turn around. as you come back to, you actually feel kind of bruised and kind of stiff, kind of wounded.
So I took some of Sylvanus's ailment.
You don't know what it is.
That's what I'm assuming.
Sure.
So do I take any damage? Okay.
I
Also,
don't know what they say, what you assume.
No.
Asses.
Me neither.
so what are you guys doing? You guys eating? You guys having food?
I am just gonna take a bite out of a tree. No.
That's fine.
I still have dry
You make
rations.
Constitution check with advantage.
It's one of the little pieces of bark that I cut off. I'm just gonna be chewing on that just to.
Sure. So you guys see him like put this bark in his mouth. And...
It's kind of like it's like hanging out of my mouth like a cigar, but.
Okay.
I give him some of my eat food.
Based on my dry rations, while also looking to see if I see anything approach or any animals coming by.
Perfect. All right, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Nope, there's not one. There's a perception. 6.
So you don't really notice anything, and you kind of figure by this point everything has kind of gotten your scent anyways, so you don't really see anything around. So the day is breaking. What are we doing?
I'm gonna start heading north.
I set up.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Following smart man.
Continue north.
So the Tabaxi see you guys heading north. He's like, so we are going north.
Yeah, we need to get. There's a town nearby. The closest settlement is north. I'm not sure how far north we are from the city, so we're gonna head to the nearest one. Yes.
Well, this is where we part ways, friends. We must head south.
I'm fairly certain you owe me a potion.
I'm fairly certain I do. But if you choose to go this way and we go that way, I cannot give you potions.
Well, if we find you later, can you give them potions?
I will most certainly adhere to the agreement. But there was nothing said about tailing along to downs.
Is that a joke about being cat?
No, it is not. He looks at you very unamused. It's kind of like,
I thought I did
how'd that be a
smart.
joke? That makes no
you
sense.
you have a tail. That was funny.
I thought I did smart, but instead.
Sylvanus
So
appreciate joke.
the bubble maker, does it work? Like if I want to use it to send him somewhere else?
Right now, you can't figure out how it works.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right.
You can definitely spend some time with it, though.
Yeah.
If during short rests, if that's what you want to do, absolutely.
Yeah. That's what I want to do for the next little while. Figure out how that bubble maker works.
Come
Good.
to the Burning Sands, and you will find me.
We'll do. I'll join our next meeting.
So Rakashai's cousin's like,
Bye, big cat man.
kind of turns around.
Bye, big cat man.
They both
I
start
also owe
lumbering
you
away.
drinks.
And they nonchalantly kind of just taper off. All right, so you guys are heading north.
The big cat man was fluffy.
So show me on the map. I will.
Never got people with it.
We don't know
So
where
from
we
where
are.
you guys are at,
Maybe next time.
I'll show you.
Well, yeah, we were in the city. This was the city, right?
Right.
You have a map?
So
Zach made the map.
you guys start heading north, and you notice there's mountains tapered off to the side here, and then you can see farther up north. There's kind of open fields. You see a distant road. Okay, so you guys are guessing that you're somewhere around this area here.
Okay.
All right, and the farther north you go, the colder it gets, and you can see that the mountains and everything up north are snow-capped, and it seems kind of gray up there.
The green,
Hereish.
yeah, the green cliffs
Huh?
is what you're talking about. The mountains that we're seeing, the green cliffs.
Yep.
Okay.
But when he's close, if he's going to the mountains.
No, we're not going to go to the mountains. I take the path, the road, heading towards. I'm assuming the Eye Tower. Okay.
All right, awesome. Okay. So about 3/4 of the day has passed now. You guys are kind of traveling, and you arrive at the gates of this large, kind of grayish tower. At this point, you guys are walking through snow. Okay. So you guys see this large tower. It doesn't seem like anybody's there or anything else like that.
Is
We'll
the
go
do-
inside.
Can I check the door?
The doors are all the stuff is locked, and it's kind of like the gate is up and everything else.
I'm gonna try.
Morons here know what to do. I go up to the door and knock on it.
Perfect.
I'm still gonna try to climb.
Mattress.
So you go to climb and you knock at the same time.
Yeah, I just start knocking.
Can you give me an
on
acrobatics?
Is there a disadvantage because he's knocking so hard he like falls?
No.
I'm sorry.
So hard shaking it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
15.
because of the snow, but what?
15.
15. All right, so you start climbing it, and you're sticking to it pretty well, and you're getting up there. You knock on the door, and you hear, "Who goes there?"
It's me.
And then you
Mort.
hear another voice, and you see a man lean out the window with a bow and arrow. It's like, "Get off my wall."
Well, hi.
Hello. My name is Moritan.
What are you doing?
Is this a circle tower or like just a square tower?
This is it's a circle tower.
I just climb over here.
So you start moving away from him. Okay. All right, so he's going to take a shot at you because you can't move that fast. I'm going to do it with advantage. You got a nat 1 and an 11. What's your AC?
14.
Okay, so he shoots at and misses you. So at this point, you go around the tower again, and another man appears.
Lol.
You need to get off the tower, boy.
Then let us in.
All right, he takes a shot at you. Got a 9 and an 8. So he shoots at you and it misses.
I knock again.
What do you want?
We seek refuge.
It's cold out here. Morts are cold. Please open door. I just
So you
want
kind of
to
see this
talk.
thing slide open. And it kind
Hello.
of looks at you guys.
My name is Moritan.
Who are you?
I step up.
Moritan.
Let Birdman talk.
I
Good.
I kind of clap you on the back, say good job, and I step up in front of him, and I was like, we've just come from the capital, yes, and the
19.
I was waiting for him to stop talking to
I know.
me to do anything
They're still
else.
shooting
they're
at
still
you.
shooting
19.
at you. I am completely ignoring what is happening up there, like
Because I was going to do something, but I was waiting for them so I didn't interrupt them.
Okay, so 19
got a
hits,
shot.
I said.
Yeah.
Okay, so 19 hits. Give me an acrobatics check.
19.
Okay, 19. So you slip and fall, and you land in the moat.
the freezing cold
The
water.
freezing
moat.
cold moat.
That sucks.
Give me a strength check. I assume you're trying to climb out of the moat.
Yeah.
5. Okay, so you're kind of on the inner side of the moat, kind of underneath, next to the castle, and you're soaking wet and freezing. What are you doing?
So I walk up. I'm like, so we've just come from the capital. Yes, it has come under attack.
We heard.
We're troubles past then. Yes.
Most certainly.
Yes.
We sent some of our finest down there.
Did you? I would not hope for their safe return, unfortunately. It was a mess. No.
Well, I don't know. These girls are pretty ruthless.
Well, I'm sure they are.
You ever heard of the Grey Ladies?
I have not. No.
They're
But
bigger than your friend there.
I.
Shit.
Oh, I like big woman.
Don't we all, friend? And you get the notion that this guy he's a dwarf.
Yeah. We humbly ask for refuge in the tower. It's cold. They have little clothing.
Well, the way I see it, we're being attacked.
What? Attacked? Why?
I don't know. My archers are shooting at one of your friends.
That's not my friend.
That most certainly is if he's traveling with you.
Yeah.
He just come with.
Pick your friend up. Keep him in line. You hear
I will-
like several like chings and clanks and like fucking, and these doors open. And as it opens and it kind of like extends down and it clasps down beside you guys because there's a little door off to the side. You see that the wood part, it looks like it's wood, but on the opposite side is like cast iron. So you guys get on there and they're like, come on in, and you guys are greeted by a bunch of dwarves.
Okay.
Is he still in the boat, or does he come up?
Are you guys
I'll
getting
pick
him
him
out
up.
of there?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I say thank you very much.
Thank you.
Come
Hey,
with
Kevin.
man.
Perhaps
Kind of
Yeah.
Poddle waddles over.
somewhere we could get warm.
This tower's fucking high too. Like this
Yeah.
tower's like fucking
Perhaps
300 feet high. And
A
shit.
fire. We can pay for hospitality if necessary.
We
Hey.
can pay.
Perfect.
Big,
Gold
big
won't go
payback.
long here, but
It doesn't
I'm
have
sure.
But we have other means besides gold.
Do you guys know where you're at?
You has no idea.
I have a
No.
map, but it's basic. I assume the Eye Tower,
No, this is the White Tower.
White Tower.
Mm.
Well, the map's not very good, is it?
Snow is like.
It looks a bit old.
Never-
Yeah.
I
It
understand.
does.
I mean, I did find it quite some time ago.
Mm.
But regardless, thank
So
you.
what news of the city?
Last we were there, it was being overrun by many, many undead and
The Azores.
fighting.
And there's kind
Not
of
winning.
There's a couple of there's actually quite a few dwarves that are kind of gathered around because they kind of figured you guys aren't the local rabble.
Yeah.
You know, there's kind of some dwarves that are eyeing you too.
And do I see them?
They're kind of like ripping their hammer. They're not like ripping their hammers up. They have them kind of down their sides, and you notice their hands kind of clench.
Do I see that? And I say, please, gentlemen, sit down. They are.
You guys sit down. And you're still taller than the dwarves.
Yeah. I was like, they mean no harm. They work for me.
Us.
You gotta
bro.
excuse my men. You can't trust too many people around here.
They
these
work
days.
for
And
us.
he looks over at you.
And
what were you doing climbing the tower? Are you mad?
I like to climb things.
trying to get us.
Yes, I know, but
I
that's
suppose.
still important.
If you like to climb things, you like to climb things. But if someone tells you to get off a tower, don't you think you should get off the tower?
I'll just climb the tower.
And if someone shoots arrows at you, you think you should get off their tower.
Sounds like a fun Tuesday for you.
Other men.
You know if you got up too high, the wind would blow you straight off their side.
Fine. We'll deal with
Sounds
it.
like a challenge. Sounds like fun.
Maybe they married.
Well, your version of fun is different from mine. You must be cold and hungry, as you guys do not have
No.
any furs or anything.
Dwarves have beard, right?
So at this point, I'm going to say you guys have first stage of exhaustion.
All of us?
Yes.
Okay. Could I have been using burning hands to keep myself warm?
Absolutely. Since
Okay.
I'm just now saying this,
Yes.
sure.
Then I will do that, and I'll burn the spell slot for it.
Perfect.
I have produced.
So
flames.
everybody, I assume, gathers around.
Nobody got that? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Nothing.
Well,
All right,
I
so
have
you guys don't
produced
have.
flames.
You guys aren't like extremely cold. Okay.
It's not a
Yes.
very big flame though. It's like,
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
It works.
yeah. If it works to keep us warm, it keeps us warm. Does it
All right,
keep
so
all
it
of us
leads
warm,
you-
or just the people that are casting?
Because I have produced flame.
Because we were,
Oh, perfect,
we were
yeah.
basically. Just
So
Now,
you guys
what-
have the resources.
Well, the two
Yeah.
Since
fires
you guys
keep all
mentioned
of us
it, you
warm.
guys yes. So you
Okay.
guys come up with a way to fight the exhaustion, fight the cold.
Okay, cool.
Stuff like that.
Okay, for all of
Awesome.
us, awesome.
Yeah. All right. So he's like, "Follow me," and he kind of waddles, and you notice this guy's got kind of like a shiny emerald green armor, and he's got kind of like a gold outline to it. All the dwarves look like they're extremely battle worn. Okay. And so he goes waddling up into the actual center keep itself, and you guys walk into a vast hall that's slightly warmer than outside. You don't get the wind shear or anything like that.
Yeah.
So you notice that there's like tavern like tables lined up all over the place. There's a singular like green and gold carpet that leads up to a long table that's sideways, as if a council would sit there.
Okay.
And there's braziers and stuff like that all over the place lit with fires. And then you see two stairwells on either side of the long council table that lead upstairs. It's not much, but we call it home.
I like your home.
very
Thank you. We're the only forces up here to keep everything in the wild in line.
So I use, as soon as we get in the hall, prestidigitation gets all the water out and into the floor, and it just dissipates.
Perfect.
So I do the same for these guys.
Rue
and-
keeps waddling up the way.
Yeah.
You see various dwarves around
I feel
the
a bit
table.
sorry for Vimbin at this point, and I do it for him as well.
Awesome.
Every time I see water, I just think of the fucking like, and I waddle the way.
Yeah.
I leave it in your boots as a reminder, but I clean all your clothes off.
So it's soggy.
Yeah, but just like that damp sock feeling, not like the cold, like
Right.
not enough to do any damage to him, but just like that,
Yeah.
like that damp sock feeling. It's just super uncomfortable.
Perfect. Okay, cool.
But you're not like gonna freeze to death with the cold water anymore. So
So he starts waddling up. He goes past the council chamber. I assume you guys are all following him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Anybody trying to sneak away? Okay, cool. So he waddles up the stairs, and the stairs are actually kind of tight. You guys kind of feel like, you might start scraping or ping-ponging off of it.
yeah,
And so, because it's just wide enough. I mean, you guys got like this much space between your shoulders on each side. It kind of spirals up, and you go to the next floor. And you get up there, and it kind of walls through, and there's some combat dummies that some people have obviously been training on. And he goes over, there's like a bunch of fireplaces. He goes through a door, and he sits down, and it seems kind of like a lounge.
is there other places to sit down as well?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Is their chair big enough for me?
No.
I
There is, but it's like a couch, and you take up the entirety of the couch.
I sit on it. Both is on
Awesome. It creaks a little bit. It creaks a little bit. And
I
the dwarf,
point-
when he sits down, he kind
I
of looks at the legs of it.
I look at one of the I sit with the chairs and I may I?
Most certainly, yeah.
I sit down.
We don't get much visitors up this far. And when we do, we usually have to kill them.
Well, please don't kill us.
He looks over at you again. Kind of shakes his head.
I promise they mean it.
Ale?
Please.
Yeah.
Do you have anything stronger?
You
But I'll
do-
take ale.
We got ale.
I'll take some ale.
Perfect.
I appreciate it.
And so,
Yes.
Olga comes in. This lady that is just massive in size.
She's still a dwarf, though?
She's still what?
Still a dwarf?
No.
Ogre. Oh, nice.
No.
Ogre.
No.
Olga. Yeah, Olga.
Olga.
I heard
And he-
ogre too.
I heard ogre.
I heard
And you
Olga.
guys know this because he calls for her. So she comes in and he's like, "Can you get us some ale, sweetheart?" And she's like, "Absolutely, yeah." And she like walks off into another room. You hear some tinkering and stuff like that. She comes back in and she's got huge fucking glasses. And she sets them all
I like
down on the
this place.
table. And then puts this huge, like, not huge, but it's like a pony keg, right? And she sets it on the table, and it's kind of like, it's actually a decent kind of lounge. It's warm in there. There's a huge fireplace, kind of like what you would imagine like Gryffindor's common space. Okay, but kind of cold and
In
dreary.
with
I'm gonna
ale.
sit down in the corner and write my journal, but still paying attention to everything that's going on.
Good
Okay.
sir, what is your name?
My name is Grom.
Grom. Do you take gold as payment?
No, the gold's no good here.
What can I do to repay you for your hospitality?
Well, you could always use extra arms.
All I have to
Well, there's
offer.
More it's two of those.
And he takes a big swig and starts laughing. I like these two.
All I have is this
And he
battle.
spills some on his beer. He's like,
I have this battle-worn scimitar.
You said this was the White Tower.
Oh, we got.
the White Tower, yes.
This is all I have, my friend.
Keep it. You're fine. We don't need that.
If there's anything we can do, please do not hesitate. We are at your beck and call.
Well, Olga came by not too long ago. Her father's captain here. And he's out on
What race is she?
She's,
Ask that.
from what you know, you think that she's a giant.
A giant?
Like a Goliath, barbarian, excuse me, a Goliath.
Goliath. Okay.
Not a giant, she wouldn't fit in there.
No, that's why I was like, damn.
Yeah, she's a Goliath.
All right. So she's like 8-9 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like
Easily.
this woman.
Perfect.
Yeah. And when she comes into the rooms, while they're tall, the rooms themselves, the doors are
She
fat.
has to.
They're pretty wide, like you guys. You would fit through them, but they're a little bit short. So you guys have to duck.
I'm husky, not fat.
Right. So so yeah, they
All muscle.
We've had some trouble. Her father's out on a raid right now to the east. We've had some trouble. Folk gone missing in the nearby town to the south. And
You said east, though. It's on a raid east. You're going south now. Okay, just stay in that.
so
stay on
so
on
her
the-
father went to the east because they had been having trouble in a town that was to the south.
And we walked north to this town, and we didn't see the we
You did
knocked-
not. Nope.
Okay.
It was as bad as we.
As what?
If
It
you
was
guys
a
if you
benefit
guys
to-
had, I would have.
We killed some bandits on the way here.
did you now?
And
They were
We've had a
very,
lot of them.
very
bandits.
weak.
Yes.
by
Them ain't
bandit,
the ones that worry me.
I don't think
Easy to
they were-
separate.
The bandits. Yes.
Charlie,
Yes.
no.
The group just came apart at the seams.
Go.
What's? I don't understand.
He
Charlie,
ripped
go.
them-
Were you all fighting dolls?
No, he.
I took them apart like dolls.
I get it. I understand.
He takes a big old swig,
Very
just like I'm
easy
doing
to
right
do.
now. No.
Does anybody need anything while I'm up?
Zach, do you want
I'm gonna get another beer.
I do want to try it. Put some in me cup, eh?
Try some of his beers.
We've been having some troubles, and it's not bandits. Bandits we can dispose of quickly. With all the grey ladies gone, Olga tells us grim news. Olga has a house. Right here, bro.
Thank you, sir.
I give you like half.
Oh yeah, no, I'll take more than that, bro.
You want more than that?
Yeah,
Oh, ballsy, I see. I like it.
Not bad.
sweet. I'm sure I will like
Yeah.
it. Don't worry, I maintained.
Appreciate your maintenance.
So I did not carve this. I wish I could. That glass. He explains to you guys that Olga actually came here not within the past week. She came here and she told us a troubling tale. Olga, come in here, darling. And she comes lumbering in and she's drinking and it's like, tell these gentlemen what happened to you. So she sits down. She doesn't sit on the couch. She doesn't do anything like that. She literally sits on the floor. And she's still kind of fairly large. I think she comes up to you guys pretty good still. Una momentos.
Well, she's 8 feet tall. She's a foot and a half taller than either of us.
Yeah.
Big woman. Like.
Might take both of us.
You guys are literally just having this conversation right in front of her.
We'll never learn good manners.
So she tells you guys about how her husband, Salador, was her and her husband have a house a few miles off from the White Tower. Okay, and one night they'd been hearing strange things, and they look outside, and at nighttime they can't really see a whole lot, and they hear like footsteps running through the snow. Nothing ever comes of it. Okay, night after night this is happening. And finally one night they got a knock on their door. And they opened it up and there was three people, there's 3 persons standing at the door shivering. And they let them come in. They're like, okay, cool. They noticed that their skin was extremely pale. And they sat down to eat with them. But then the wizard, Salador, her husband, had his staff with him. She had her hammer with her. And they were eating at the table. These 3 were not eating, but staring. They tried to converse with them, and they made small talk. And then, as it got darker and darker, they're like, okay, we're going to retire to bed. We're going to put out the fire, blah, 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 so on and so forth. They pounced on them. And so she tells you about how Salador wrestles and fights one into the back of a cellar that leads down into the basement. And as he does so, he kills it. And they turn out to be vampires. She tells you that these things are vampires. She smashes a couple of their heads in. She's got a silver warhammer. Salador slammed the door shut and locked it, and then put some sort of magical barrier on it so that she could not get in. No matter how hard she hit her hammer, she could not break down this wooden door. And then she left there, left all of her gear with her hammer, because Salador was no longer responding. And she couldn't bring herself to keep staying in there because she knew what had happened to Salador, that he turned into a vampire. And so she came here to find her father.
How far is this town?
It's not a town, it's a singular house.
How far is this house?
It's a few miles to the west. I'd say about
Vampire wizards are
About-
strong.
5-6 miles
Can still crush.
directly east from this position. Or west, excuse me, sorry.
I just wrote.
I just seen you. I just seen you.
I was like, I'm a West. Like, they said,
Was it
east.
west? Was it east? I don't know. I'm hysterical. So, yeah,
I've been drinking too much.
It is west. It's west.
Least?
I've been drinking too much. Sorry.
How
It's delicious.
so in my studies have I come across vampires before?
Right in my journal.
Not in person, but in books.
And books, what would that be? I'd say, give me a history.
Beautiful.
Did you say you liked it?
Yeah, it's good.
Good.
That was pretty good.
Oop.
That was the experimental one. So
15.
Not too easy.
15, perfect. Yeah, so you have read up on them. You don't know exactly what drives them to be, how the conversion works.
The information I'm looking for is would the wizard still retain his wizard powers as a vampire?
You do know that he would.
Okay,
yes.
that's what I was.
If not, get stronger.
That's what I was looking for.
Because you know that based off of that inquiry, you know that some wizards instead of trying to become liches, they actually settle for being
Vampires.
vampires to enhance their abilities and also actually to enhance their study time as long as they can stay in the dark.
Okay.
Charlie.
It's a sad tale. I can't bring myself to go back there. I hung my hammer up. I'm waiting for my father.
Is the room he sealed himself in is sealed? Yes. No windows. No
Nothing.
nothing.
Yeah, it is sealed.
No
I
crack.
hid it and hid it
No
and hid it
crack-
with my hammer.
Crack under the door.
There's a tiny crack under the door that, I guess, enough for airflow. He was okay at first, and then he ranted, and I could hear the rants becoming less and less, and he kept telling me, before it became completely quiet, to just leave him. I left everything behind.
We may be able to see what happened.
What is the floor made of?
The floor
Between the main room and the cellar.
is stone.
I tapped the bag. I'm like, flour. You wake.
And so,
Yeah. You're gonna hate me for this.
it's that.
He's gonna find a way to get rid of flour.
What you need?
Flour
So,
roll. Go
A
through
few
puberty.
miles from to the west here is a house. Can you look and see what's in it?
I guess I could, yeah.
Okay. Just be careful. There's a vampire there. We want to know if he's still there.
Sure.
If you see him,
I'm gonna need a coat.
okay. I take a piece of cloth and I can I use precedent?
And so the Olga and Gron are kind of, they're both like
Yeah.
looking at flour, like, what the fuck?
Have you never seen Pixie before?
Oh,
No.
never seen a pixie before in my life.
Well, and I told him this is a Pixie.
I've been drawing it.
This is flour.
It's so tiny.
I know it's strange seeing something smaller
Takes a
than
drink, but he
yourself,
keeps
right?
eyeing it.
It's crazy.
She's like,
Yeah.
I'm drawing a picture of flower.
you're drawing a photo.
Okay. Perfect.
so you're kind of sketching,
Can't
kind of quickly
Let me
sketching.
look at the actual definition of it, but let's see if I can do this.
That drink made my voice go fucked up.
I heard it's crazy, right?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Drink another. Oh, once.
Drink another. It goes like deep.
How long will it take her to get there and back?
My precious.
What?
How long do you think it'll take her to get there and back flying?
It'll take a peep out of Pixie. Anybody?
No.
The legend
Not
with
for a
Tom
while.
Cruise, like the.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I can
Alright.
care less about any time.
That's
When
one of your
Pixie
son's
tries to-
favorite
we
fucking
talking
movies.
like-
Dwarfs and shit only
How
got
long do you
that.
think it'll take her to get there and back?
I'd say it'd probably take a half day. But Pixie she can fly pretty. Not a half day, a half night. Excuse me.
Okay.
It will, but she can fly. Well, no, it won't take her about that time.
Maybe like
six
half
miles.
hour. If
Yeah,
she's
so
flying
no,
like
it
a half
would not
hour to
take
get
her
there.
half the night at all. That would, at a rate of flying, that's 120 feet for 3 seconds, right? So, yeah, no, it'll take her probably about half an hour, 40 minutes.
She could get there and back in an hour.
She can get there pretty fucking quick. I'm not gonna try to do the math on this.
No,
one.
just here's the thing. Prestidigitation can heat a non-magical object up for an hour.
Yeah, so she'll be back in about 40 minutes.
Okay, so that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
It is non-living material, so she's wearing clothes of some kind, I'm assuming, correct?
Yeah.
I cast it on her clothes.
Did you give her a coat though?
I gave her a little piece of cloth,
Awesome.
like a little cape
Okay.
that she can, and I cast it on that.
So I go up this, and he goes over to like this weird kind of badger raccoon looking thing, and like rips off the end of some furs, and like kind of gives it to you.
Yeah, and so
You put that on her.
so I take,
Now she looks like she's a blinging bitch.
yeah,
I'm fabulous, bitch.
and I cast prestidigitation on the cape and the furs, so it stays warm for an hour.
Perfect. So Pixie takes off. You see, like kind of like off of Zelda's Nintendo 64
Yeah.
Ocarina of Time, the like
Yeah.
those sparkles that follow. But she's definitive. She's not like a ball of light.
No.
She's definitely like
But
Tinkerbell.
from a little bit away from, that's what she appears as.
Right, she seems like a little LED hue.
Okay, cool. So she.
She's going to get eaten
Awesome.
by a
So
vampire.
she's out the window, and you guys can kind of hear there's a bit of a wind coming out the window. They don't really have like anything gating off
No.
the windows. So right when she goes out,
Didn't say that.
I'd say she would.
what?
Little man, talk about my genitals.
Who? He did?
Little man. I don't like.
Let's
little
put
men
Pixie in
talking.
his penis.
His penis. He wants the pixie in his
Why do you want
penis.
the-
I bet
Why do you
she'd
want
fit.
to-
He like takes a drink.
Why do you want?
By this time, he's
I
got
would guarantee you it would not fit in his penis.
Yeah.
And he's not paying attention, so he missed the joke.
I'm totally paying attention.
Yeah. I called your penis small.
So, are we doing anything else?
I know, I called
We're just
Joseph.
kind of chilling, or
Drinking
should we-
dry.
I
I
am
am
drinking.
study. I said, so anything, we will wait. Yes, for her to come back.
Any furs for sale?
Food.
Furs.
Furs. We don't sell furs. We're not hunters here.
Mm.
No.
Do you know Hunter in area?
Yeah. The town to the south, I believe, has got a couple of hunters. There's really, there are a few fine folk. They're off to the woods, towards the east.
All right. I pull out the
East or south?
bubble maker, and I,
tinker with it?
yeah.
Okay, waiting.
Yeah.
Awesome. Why don't you give me an investigation roll?
Actually, official investigation.
Can I do a perception check just to see what the room is like?
Sure.
I know you've described it, but just North here has bad memory.
22.
22? Awesome, write 22 down, please.
That's an 8.
So what?
An 8.
So it's like, it's kind of like a gray stone, like a cobblestone, kind of like what you guys seen in the dungeon and stuff like that. But it's a little bit brighter, you know, it seems a little bit colder, a little bit more solid. It's not as prestige. It's not as well made. You can definitely tell that these walls have kind of been built up on and might have seen some battle damage to them. It's a lot like the Harry Potter common room for Gryffindor, but stone.
Okay.
Okay, nice big fireplace, crackling on the walls. You kind of see some mounted things, you know, a couple of spears, and in the center's like tables, chairs, and stuff like that. And you got the 22, right?
Mm-hmm. I wrote it
So you
down.
tinker with it a little bit, and you begin to understand that there's some knobs on it that are kind of weird that you didn't really notice before.
Okay.
They're not really noticeable. It's not like you can accidentally bump them and they move. You
Yeah.
have to intentionally kind of want to twist them.
Okay.
Otherwise, it just seems like it's actually a part of it.
Okay.
All right?
You're gonna make me build up to a number for it, I'm assuming?
That's exactly what I'm doing. Yep.
Cool.
Anybody else want to do anything else before Pixie comes back?
I'm
Greg?
just writing my journal about all
Enjoy
adventures.
drink.
And I asked, decided to have like a throwing a knife competition.
Yeah, Batuka.
You want to throw knives?
Yeah, see who can get, like make a tag and see who gets
I
busted.
bet there's a couple of lads in the next room that will take you up on that offer.
Go in the next room. And
I like to fire myself.
So you walk into the next. You go in the next room, and you see you walk in the next room. There's a couple of dwarves that are like have their axes and they're doing some battlements with the dummies that you guys had passed when you came in. And there's like they're sparring with each other with a couple sparring swords.
Who wants to throw some knives?
They
And
kinda,
have
like,
a
stop
competition
and
about
drift.
it.
I'll throw some knives.
Let's call them.
All right, you take care of that, don't ya?
And so he like pulls out like some pretty sweet silver blades and starts kind of juggling them.
All right. So, I'm gonna aim for that thing's head.
Okay.
All right.
What king's head?
It's a dummy.
Oh.
It's a dummy.
Don't call him words.
They're in the next room.
Oh, okay.
So he throws the knife. This silver gleam goes throwing through and like boom, dead on, like right off to the left center of the head.
Your turn, lad.
Nice.
Do you want to put a wager on this one?
What
I
kind of
bet
wager do
you
want?
fuck up so bad that you got to pay me a cask of ale.
What do you
A
mean?
pony keg, of course.
What do you mean by like how badly do I have to fuck up to do that wager? You said fuck up.
Right. I bet you hit him in the nuts.
What if I want to hit him in the nuts?
No, you got to aim for the head.
You aim for that? Okay. I'll go for that.
You get a 15 or higher.
16 indeed.
All right, so you throw your knife and it lands on the other side. Boom. So it looks like this dummy now has two horns. So this is it.
All right. Maybe that's fine. I'm gonna hit him in his heart.
Alright.
Aye.
How about this right now? The wager is I would like one of the silver swords.
He already threw the dagger at this point, and he starts laughing when you get a 17. So he hits him, It's not directly in the heart. It's kind of like the upper left pec, but it's close enough. And it kind of sticks, boom, and it hits in there and it kind of shimmers a little bit. It's like, so you want to start bargaining silver now? And what do you have of equal value?
How about 10 gold?
10 gold for a silver dagger.
Why not? I like my daggers.
Do you know what it costs to get a dagger imbued with silver?
I don't know.
It's not like you're just, oh, I'm going to make silver into a dagger. It doesn't work like that. You understand? It's about 300 gold minimum.
Jesus Christ.
You've got that.
You have 5k.
I know, but they don't know I
But
got
he
5K.
doesn't know that.
No one knows I have 5K.
Nobody knows that, yeah.
During this time, I plop the bag of holding down in front of Matt, and I just go, look at this.
And you discover like this weird kind of bag that seems endless. Like you don't quite understand it when you first look at it.
What?
Then you finally realize that you've actually heard of something like this that your sage used to talk about.
Bag of holding? That's what... Cool!
I take it back.
And I'm going
So did you
to...
say that out loud?
Well,
I
not
imagine
out.
you did.
Well, to him.
Well, yeah, but you guys are sitting like
Yeah.
right in there. So you guys
we
heard
were
that.
sitting at a table.
It's a fancy bag.
Oh,
He takes a drink. He's like, y'all got a bag of holding?
Don't tell the little one.
Olga's like,
Yeah. Like, don't
they're like
tell the little one.
super fucking rare.
Don't tell the little one.
He'll steal it.
It's none of
So
my
don't tell
business.
him.
The fuck? The one that's climbing up your wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He steals from us. He doesn't know that we know, but we know.
I never stole from you.
Stole from me.
You're not there.
We don't know.
You're not there. You're not there. No metagaming, you guys. Stop it.
I'm
Magic,
gonna...
man.
Dang, your business is your business.
I'm gonna keep drinking.
I hold the bag
Hey.
out to these two, but I
What's
still
his
hold
name
on
again?
to it so you guys can look
Ron?
at it.
That'll
Ron.
do.
Ron,
I
appreciate your
I wanted
hospitality.
to put. I was
And
gonna
thank
put my
you
entire
from the
arm,
bottom
my
of my
entire
heart.
Well, you know,
muscular
friends are
arm
few
in.
and far between up in these
So
parts.
your head goes in, I sit there,
I'm
your
glad
arm
you
does,
can
and
see
you
you
stuck in the opening.
Indeed.
Thank
By this
you.
time, it's bitch talking.
Hey man, I'm taking advantage of that.
Oh, yeah. So, you want an iron and silver dagger, do you?
I'd take you up to the 300 gold.
300 gold. No, your knowledge of the economics of the conversation is that 300 gold for silver imbued. He was just jesting about how, oh, it's much more than that. And then it was me as a DM informing you
Okay.
that, yeah. I'll tell you what, if you hit my knife spot on where it's at, that'll be a nat 20. Then I'll give you...
Did he say that?
No, he did.
That'd be a nat 20.
Yeah. I'll give you a
I'm
silver
so
dagger. And I'll even give you 2 rolls.
2 rolls?
I'll give you 2 rolls to get it, yeah. I'll even
Two
give you
rolls to
2
get it.
tries to hit that dagger.
Okay, I was gonna say.
But-
What kind of rolls?
Oh my god, give me rolls?
But if you lose,
Let me get someone
if
for your
you
sweet rolls.
lose, I get 500 gold.
Looking for.
Do you got the 500 gold on you? I doubt you do.
Looking for
I
like
do
a-
actually.
Do you now? Well, aren't we fancy?
You're in the section.
You're a
right
fancy little halfling, aren't you?
Oh, look at that.
I do have my moments.
Right.
now. It's up there.
But I tell you what, you put 500 gold on the table where I can see it, and I'll put me dagger next to it. You hit that right on the spot. I'll give you 2 tries. You win, you get the dagger. You lose, I get me 500 gold. If you're a betting halfling.
Damn.
I tell you what, I'll up the ante. Make it 600 gold and I'll give you 3 tries.
I'll say 500.
Perfect. 2 tries it is. So you get,
So that's what, 22?
so you throw your knife and it.
No, that's
Hits,
20. That's an unnatural 20.
Right. Take your time.
Continue. I want to hear your description.
No, that's 7.
Alright, so you throw both your daggers and they don't hit. Do you want to try one more time for 600 gold? And I'll just. This is the last time. 600 gold or a silver dagger.
I think I'm good.
Perfect. So he reaches and he scoops up his 500 gold, picks up his silver dagger. He's like, if you want to bet again, let me know. More where that came from. He starts juggling his 3 silver daggers, and then he puts them in like some sort of pouch. And you get the inclination that he too is a rogue.
Cool.
At this point, how long have I been drinking? Because that's
Hey,
all I've been
You guys have
doing
been
since we
drinking
got
for
here.
about 25 minutes.
Yeah,
No.
we're only waiting like an
Oh.
hour for her to come back.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure I wasn't getting as blitzed as I
Ah.
did. Yeah.
When you almost died.
And you two, what are your names? Olga says to you guys, it's kind of nice not being the only big folk in here.
Byakabatuka.
What do you say?
So,
Oh,
I'm Bohemo.
What did you
I'm
call me?
Bo.
Bo and
No.
Mo.
His full name is Biaka Patuka, but he goes by Bo.
Biaka.
Call him Bo.
Tuka way.
And my name
Call him Bo.
Moratil.
And you are
Moratil.
He goes by
Bo.
Mo as well.
Yes.
Bo and Mo.
Mo and Mo. I like
We are
that
not
very
brothers.
much.
They're
It's
very
much
nice.
simpler. It's,
We are not brothers.
Surprising. Are you sure?
Are you?
Promise.
Cool.
You know?
I ki- never mind.
You what? Spill.
Did you say you killed?
Your
I think we've
brother?
all killed a bit, haven't we?
Well, yes.
Did you say you
Who
killed
killed
your
him?
brother?
I just start chugging this ale, trying to forget.
I'm going to ask
She kind of
the.
looks over at you. What are you
I'm fine.
half-orcs doing? No offense. Traveling with a wizard and a rogue.
Smart men employ us.
And a druid.
Smart men pay us to beat people up.
Well, I suppose that's as good a reason as any.
I asked
Fun
the guy
job.
who I was just talking about.
Fun job.
Fun job. Very fun.
I suppose. I used to be an adventurer like you. But I don't anymore. What did you expect me to say something? You
Why are
all
you
acting
not-
very strange.
Why are
She
you
takes a
not
drink of her
adventuring
ale.
anymore?
Huh?
Why are you not adventuring anymore?
Does she limp?
Yes, she does.
Fuck!
I'm not gonna finish that.
I'm gonna ask the guy who was playing knives. Do we just want to have some fun? No bets.
I don't swing that way, sorry.
Not that way. I toss a dagger. You try to hit in midair.
Gimli over there does, though.
You have an alarm going off.
Does it say study?
Yeah.
Fuck. I gotta study guys by. I'm just doing it.
Yeah. You hear from the other room, hi dude!
Yeah. Dimly's like, he's just waddling in there.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah.
I would toss a dagger, and do you want to try to hit it in midair and just keep doing that back and forth?
Not me silver daggers.
No.
But we can do that, sure. Sure, we can do that. And you see, he has a dagger kind of right here, but he's using this hand to do it with. That would
And the
indicate he
head.
does not trust you.
Maybe if I'm gonna do it until the flower gets back.
Do what?
Maybe if I'm gonna do it until flower gets back.
Sure. So you guys are just kind of going back and forth. He's actually kind of enjoying it. You know, just kind of chilling. And then suddenly through the window you see this little glowing light.
It would be funny if just like one of the knives just gets her like,
She's
oh
kinda
shit.
shivering.
I hold my hand out and cast Prestidigitation again.
And then all of a sudden,
And
so
I'll
she
do,
lands in your hand. She just kind of
Produce
shows there.
flame, hold it up close to
Whoa,
her.
whoa, whoa! She's little and those wings are tiny.
Well,
Careful.
it's for heat.
I said careful.
So she lands in your hand.
No, my.
His hand.
He
I'm
cast
producing
Produce Flame.
For warmth.
Oh
Please
shit!
don't
Yeah,
give away
no,
his
yeah.
Do not burn my friend.
Happy Jesus, happy Tom Cruise.
Well, no, I do. I do a little bit of a
Like a little thumb light.
little thumb light.
Awesome. Yeah, you can totally do that. And she's kind of she kind of like warms up her tuchus and kind of rubs it, and like her wings kind of flitter.
She rubs her butt.
Yeah, she rubs her butt.
Nice.
In his hand, like against the little fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. So nothing sexual. She's just like
Oh no, it's funny to rub butts.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something in that house.
Something's still there, yes?
It's moving around.
Thank you. You need some food. You hungry?
Yeah, I'm starving.
I give her another little piece of.
And she like gobbles it up, kind of like very unpixie like, but very like ravenous.
I have an uncouth pixie. That is fabulous.
Yeah, no, she's kind of like just fucking trying. And then like out of like her little like wherever it kind of came from, she pulls out like a tiny little tankard.
Uh huh.
Have some
I pour a
ale.
drop in.
Yeah, and
No,
I.
it's ale. I don't have any.
Okay.
I'll pour a little bit.
So she like takes her cup away and then dips it in.
Dips it in.
Yeah, she dips it in
Thank you.
and like chugs it.
Want some more?
Oh, she cheerses you.
Do you want some more?
Little bubble comes.
Does Flower want more?
Oh, no, I'm fine.
Ryan checks his bag and holds it later on. They're just a puke now. Like, it's just a
Well, the bag on the side isn't the actual bag of holding part. It's just like a pouch.
It's like a little pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little
That
pocket.
would be funny. Just open the bag
Chicken
and
knows
see your
what it is.
puke.
Yeah, because stuff can't live forever
No.
in the bag of holding.
No.
So
But it can live a long fucking time.
it's like 10 minutes for after.
Not this bag of holding.
Oh, this is a good one.
If you guys just keep giving them food and water, it'll be fine.
Okay. Well, either way, I don't want her in the bag because she won't be able to come back out
Right.
unless I get her. So
Right.
she can stay in the side pocket.
Yeah, things don't just willingly
No.
come out.
And then if we get
At that time,
if we
she'd be your prisoner.
Yeah, if we get in like a fight or something that I'm worried about her, I'll put her in the bag.
Yeah.
So she doesn't get hurt.
So she can chill.
Yeah. And then I'll take her back out afterwards so she doesn't get hurt.
So she's kind of drinking.
Yeah, there's something moving around in here. There's nothing upstairs though. I went to the door.
They did make noise. Any noise?
There's a little bit of noise here.
Hey, blah, 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 noise.
No.
Blah, blah, blah.
They do not go blah, blah, blah.
Little magic man, what was that?
My pixie.
She like flutters her
No,
wings. She's like,
that sound you just made.
Yeah.
Blah, blah.
It's a vampire noise. Have you not met a vampire?
They go
Look
blah,
like
blah.
Look
I
like
don't-
I've met a vampire.
Do we look like we've met vampires?
Then how do you know what they sound
I
like?
might have.
right? Yeah.
How do you know what they sound like?
That's-
I
I
I
don't.
don't.
I'm gonna
That's
check
why I'm
that.
asking.
That's too smart of a response.
I
I've never seen a
I look over and I
vampire.
go, I read.
I read.
And I hold out a book and I was like, do you know the pictures?
I said earlier.
the
Words are like
picture
pictures.
books.
Because I'm actually.
Show these things.
So what you guys doing? It's about midnight. Now.
Yeah, I say,
I'm gonna-
well,
Midnight, 1 o'clock.
I'm going to.
is there a room we can stay in or something?
Absolutely, yeah.
Absolutely. Beautiful.
Do you have any
the next
hammocks?
room. So what you guys are in, like the door that you came through, there's the training dummies, and then off to the side where Olga came from is kind of like a little barracks where everybody kind of sleeps.
Okay.
It's one of many.
Are the
he
beds
tells
big
you.
enough?
No, you guys will probably have to push. I'd say probably 3 beds together and then lay on them.
Together? Like
For-
both of them? No, what I mean is
For
if
each one, one would have to, for a singular one of these
Like
half
what-
orcs to kind of push
dwarf-
them together.
Oh shit, I'm gonna need a couple then too, yeah.
You'll need 2.
I'll need 2 days.
I sleep
You'll
in
probably
the
need two
chair
as well.
next to the fire.
Because there's like one huge bed in there.
Yeah. So I
That is definitely Olga's.
I sleep in the touche, no? No. Yeah, no, I pulled the armchair up by the fire and that's where I sleep with
Perfect.
Flower.
Those are
like-
actually very comfortable.
Yeah, like Flower is like sitting in like my hand and we're just kind of, she's just
Can I
like,
meditate?
They're very like plush. They're kind
Yeah.
of plush.
Can I
But
sleep
she's
and
not
meditate by
sleeping
the
yet.
fire?
Sure.
Like just in a
Yeah, because you're used to sleeping out in the woods and shit like that.
Yeah,
definitely.
I'm
I'm just gonna like curl up.
You guys each have a
Near his
couch to
chair.
yourself at this point.
Is there a small
Yeah.
table?
And I'll sit
Small
on one
table?
of the couches.
Oh yeah, there's small end tables. There's smaller square tables.
Rose
there's,
like,
I
Grab
can
the
do that.
smaller end
Yeah.
tables, go to a corner, flip it
Both
over,
of us in
and
bed
sleep in
together.
front of it so no one's in my view whatsoever.
Oh should hit on
Okay.
well, I actually
Okay.
like fall asleep, like checking
Ola is
everything
married
out.
woman. Bo doesn't
Okay.
go that
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
All
So you
that's
kind of like
good,
drift
yeah.
off to sleep.
Undead.
You don't know that.
Yeah.
You
And
kind of.
Your eyes kind of
Flower's there,
drift.
like nestled into
kind
my
of turning
arm.
it.
I know she's not
Can't hurt,
sleeping
try.
yet, but she was cold.
So Pixie's kind of like snuggled up in your
Yeah.
collarbone area,
Yeah.
and she's chilling because she likes the fire.
I have the
Very rude.
cape.
And
that has-
sunlight doesn't hit her, so
Sorry.
she's
Yeah.
fine.
To beat him
Yeah.
up.
Not that like sunlight would like destroy her,
But
but
she
Don't do
keeps,
that.
yeah. So I got the frilled cape, right?
yeah.
So she can like be in like
Yeah,
the,
she can
like,
curl up
like
and,
right
like-
inside of here.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
She like takes part of it and kind of like
Yeah.
wraps herself up like a little, kind of like a little egg roll.
Yeah.
Or a pig in a blanket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have a few more
It's a
crumbs.
pixie in a blanket.
Yeah.
Hey.
I have a few
We'll
more.
we'll
Put
be
him on the
rich.
pillowcase.
I have a few more
Exactly.
bits of food and food stuff out if she wants it.
Yeah, awesome. She eats it and like falls asleep.
Mhm.
Tanker kind of dribbles a little bit, but it's not even no. no
It's
it's
like-
Don't worry, it ain't gonna stain.
yeah, it goes stain.
This is long rest.
Yeah.
Huh?
So what?
Long rest.
Yep, long rest.
I wake up after about 6 to 5 hours because my character doesn't sleep that well.
Perfect.
And all you hear is the thud in the wood table.
Practicing.
No, I just wake up and I panic.
Okay.
Every single time.
All right, cool.
I wake up. This is why I took your daggers away last time.
Well, that's why he put a table in front of him this time.
And I got up, table put in front of me, so I knew I was going to hit someone.
okay.
So it's just like immediately wood in front of me.
Awesome. So what are we doing?
Sleeping in a bed.
You are sleeping. Did you find a bed to sleep in?
Push them together.
Okay, awesome.
I'm gonna wake
You
up.
snuggled up on the couch, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I
you
didn't see him
snuggled
break,
up.
I didn't see him break in bed.
So give me a dexterity check.
Oh, am I gonna fall out of bed?
Yes.
I'm okay with that. That's fine. That is a 20, non-natural.
Awesome. So you hear this loud crunch that startles you awake, and you roll out and you get up on your feet, and you're like, ugh, and you realize that the sheer weight of you over the night has crumpled this poor couch. Not only are the legs broken, but the center of it too has like these huge cracked indents where your ass was.
Is it? Are there like cushions?
Yeah, they're like cushions, but the actual they're like a nice,
Yeah.
kind of like
So
a nice
I-
like an oak.
Does that wake all of us up for a bit?
Yeah,
I was
so you guys all
I was
hear
like,
this
just-
sound.
Just put them on the floor.
There's no vibrations, just simply because it's like more of a solid stone.
Yeah. So I was like, I walk over, put the cushions on the floor,
Mhm.
and just walk back to the chair.
Nice, perfect.
I get to writing and drawing in my journals.
Perfect.
While
okay.
I'm meditating, sleeping, can I pray to Sylvanas for a familiar? 'Cause I want a fucking owl.
You're all jealous and shit, huh?
Jealous and shit.
Yeah. You should take that one. Why is it that you always get to sleep all night, even when I'm a player? What the fuck, Sylvanas?
Because people call it before I do.
No,
I
you're
try
right.
to call it. People
Well,
fuched take it from me.
You're right.
I only need
So you
4
can, go ahead
hours
and pray.
technically, so.
Well, there's technically no watch. I just wake up at 6 and 5 hours.
You're all jealous, my pixie.
What'd you get?
For
You got 4? So at this point, you don't even feel the stress of battle. You pray to him and stuff like that. You don't feel the stress. You actually kind of feel a lack of a connection, but then you get that same bruised kind of feeling.
Alright.
But you don't take any damage.
I want a fucking owl.
Maybe you should be a wizard.
Yeah.
Well, can talk to
animal-
owls.
Animal companion.
You're a wizard, so.
You have, do you have that?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm a
He sense and speak with animals.
Nice, dude.
I have
Fuck
speak with
yeah.
animals.
So what are you guys doing? Are we traveling?
Oh, we're sleeping right now. Are we waking
So
up?
after the rest. Yeah, you guys don't need to do night watch unless you absolutely want to.
No, I didn't.
But you
I
guys get the
I
overall
actually-
sense that these dwarves are very hospitable and they genuinely care about your safety.
Yeah.
we have
So.
a half an hour.
They see you guys kind of as refuges from like
City.
the city. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they know that the Grey Ladies went down there, so they would have probably, if they had encountered you and thought you were bad, they
They
definitely
would've.
would have slayed you.
Yeah. And I'm easily slayable. Can I go find Grun?
Who?
Grun? Can I go find
Gron?
Gron? Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Gron's actually passed out
Is
in
he?
the same room because he drank a shit ton of fucking ale.
Okay.
And he woke up when you crashed with and he spits off to the side like indiscriminately. And then like kind of swims back in and his beard kind of fluffs up and kind of like snuggles in, kind of like an owl. And no, he's not your familiar.
Could I have a dwarf familiar? Would that be fucking funny as
That'd
shit
be
or what?
hilarious. A dwarf owl?
Only if you can
No,
find
just
a
a
pocket
dwarf.
to keep him in, eh?
But no, I know.
A bucket?
A pocket?
Oh, fuck it.
So I get up, stretch a little bit, and I actually took.
And Pixie is completely covered up, like blanket over the head.
I know.
Her little butt's
I
up in the air,
very-
face is down.
Very
kinda like a little
carefully
kid
pick
sleep.
her up
Down.
and put her in the pocket.
And she doesn't wake up.
No, she's out because she drank
You hear a little,
Yeah, she's you hear a little fluff of sparkles.
right? Yeah, sparkles. It actually smells like cotton candy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Law.
I'm
What is this cotton candy?
hungry for some reason.
Right? I want a sugary, fluffy substance.
Yes. Yes. And I go and I wake these guys up, and then I kind of poke Sylvanas until he opens his eyes, and then from the other side of the table, I knock on the table, and I'm like, Vin?
So Gron wakes up and
Yeah. I don't want to get hit by a knife.
And he
so I
notices
knock
that
on the
there's
table.
still some ale in his tanker. And he starts drinking it. He's like, I
I was like, Gron, we are.
a little hair of the wolf anymore is what I say.
Yeah, I can see that. You have hair of the wolf all down your shirt, actually.
It's a dwarf thing.
And I kind of prestidigitation in a way.
You know, like
I'm clean.
Like braids and it's all nice.
Yeah,
So it's all clean now.
yeah.
Thank you. He takes
Yeah.
a drink and some spill.
And I look at it and I twitch a little, like,
Like, no, stop it.
we can go find vampire, okay?
So what'd your pixie friend find out? By this time he had already passed out.
So, she find that the still there, the vampire or whatever, is still in the locked room.
That's what we believe, but there's not just him. And it's not just them that they killed.
No.
There's more, and we think they're coming from the east.
The east, and they attacking the town to the south. Yes.
Right.
Well, we maybe find them then. Yeah.
Well, the south is the town.
Yeah.
And they've entered the town a few times, but it doesn't seem to be. It's more strays that go down there.
Okay. So what is the problem that you have in the town now?
The town was the vampire.
Vampire problem. Yeah. Okay.
We truly learned about them when Ulga came.
Well, you
from
had
her
the
house.
problems, and now you know what it is.
How long ago did Olga get here?
Less than a week.
Less than a week, thank you.
Right. We
Listen, lads. You do Ulga a favor. And I know it's a lot to ask him, but put your husband down. It haunts the Parker.
and I
Oh, can do that.
is Olga here?
No,
I
she
look over.
is in her bed in the barracks. The
And
biggest
I
bed in the fucking room.
I look over at these two and I was like,
It's like massive. It like takes up this entire room.
I think you guys want to kill the dead.
We will put her husband to
I
rest.
figured. Yes.
I
Very
kindly
strong.
appreciate it.
Vampires still
You
talk.
gentlemen
Yes.
will of course be
Yes.
compensated.
Even easier
It
than
is not necessary, you've already
Come
gone.
with me, I'll show you something.
And he walks into the room where you guys were, where the dummies, where you were
Chucking knives.
throwing the knives, and then walks into another door off to the side, and you guys notice there's stairs leading up again. But he walks into the next room, and it's actually an armory.
If you boys need any help, take what you need. But put that bastard down.
I'm gonna look. Can I look for better armor than I have?
Fucking A.
Can druids wear armor?
Leather. They can't do anything with metal. Same thing with their shields.
Okay. I already have
Which
the
is
shield.
weird because their swords and stuff like that can be metal.
Yeah, let's fight with a wooden sword.
Is there any magic armor?
You can,
Magic leather
What
armor?
move
check.
you can fight?
Can I do
Yeah,
a perception check for that?
Oh.
Can I do an investigation check to see which is the best armor in that room?
I'm gonna do a perception check to see what I can find. Never
So
mind.
I have proficiency in perception, so that is
See what I
a non-natural 20.
Mow
awesome.
Natural 20.
So you guys get the inkling that most of this, they have all different various types, except they don't have any robes or anything.
I figured.
They have all different types of armor, from leather to chainmail to plate mail, and but none of them are magic.
I got a natural 20.
But they do. You did get a natural 20. Same thing applies. The same thing applies. So the best armor for you would be whatever the top highest armor you could wear. But they have it. All right. They also have several different weapons. They have pole arms and everything else like that. It is just common steel now.
Hang on.
They have pole arms. They have long swords. They have claymores. They have hammers. They have great axes. Unfortunately, they don't have any staves or any wands.
I wasn't.
You're fairly. You could probably pick up a stick though, and it would basically be like a conduit for your magic,
Yeah.
anyways.
I don't use it.
Battle axe
Yep,
and shields.
you can do that. Yeah. So they have everything that you need. So if you go through the player's handbook, I don't know if you guys got it or whatever,
He's got mine.
but you can pick out the top one that you can wield and or carry.
No, it's actually kind of like in the middle.
Where do you find that? Here?
Where's it at?
Oh, my back hurts.
Is it here?
It's in the last.
So if
part
you go
of, like,
to
building the
so go to the index.
Battle axe should be 1d8, 1
Index is
and
the